Yo, everybody, good to see you. Hope you're all having a good day. Thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some Live2d rigging streams. And today is one of those rigging streams. Today, I'm actually going to do the actual thing I mentioned before, because last time I said that it was going to be a Live2d rigging stream with a little bit, or with some JoJo talk, but it was mostly just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure talk. So this time, we're actually making sure we get something done today. Although to be fair, I did mention that stream was mostly about the more importantly the JoJo talk rather than the actual Live2d stuff. So this time, the main focus is the Live2d stuff. And with that being said, thank you for stopping by there, Ryu, Sanity, or Satan, you demon. Potato, Mr. Wilkes, thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And before Lampy gets distracted by JoJo's again. No. As much as I would like to get distracted by JoJo's again, we can't have that because, as I mentioned, whoops, wrong one. I decided to make it a dedicated stream to talking about that because, like I mentioned on that stream, last thing I want is to spoil anybody on that. So I could start talking about it right now and then accidentally spoil the whole story for them. So that's why I made sure before we get into all of that, we got the whole JoJo stuff out of the way, because I really needed to just talk ridiculously about that. But now, we're done with it. It's out of my system. And even if it wasn't out of my system, I can't talk about it no more. Don't want someone showing up to the stream like, oh, hey, they're doing Live2d rigging. As soon as they walk in, so that's when so-and-so donuts so-and-so, like, who got donut? If you're a JoJo fan, you know what I mean. Anyway, we're gonna get away from that. So, here's the first thing we gotta do. Well, one, we ignore this square. This square is not gonna be part of the model, obviously. That's mostly there for not being blinded, but, well, I guess it's still going to be blinding, so I guess we don't actually really need this. Alright, so first thing we got to do. Before we start up any model, first, we got to go to this spot right here. Do the, what is it called? The Texture Atlas. There we go. Texture Atlas allows this thing to be, allows all the layers to be registered and all that stuff. Sets them all up kind of like a 3D model. It sets up all the textures to be ready to be moved around and warped and all that nonsense. All the JoJo's, I wish. Maybe I'll have another JoJo talk stream at another time. If y'all want another JoJo talk stream, feel free, or yeah, let me know and we'll try to find another time to just talk nothing but JoJo. But yeah, that's also the funny thing. Unlike, despite the fact that, you know, wait, not despite the fact, hold on. Before we get to that next part, first let's select all these other layers. Yeah, once we select all the layers on all the parts, after doing the Texture Atlas thing, that's when we go to this thing. We do the auto. Now, you don't always have to do the auto. Actually, hold on. We're actually going to close that right quick, because there's a couple of layers that we don't want to do the auto mesh for. Which is the top mouth, the bottom mouth. You know what? It just might be the top mouth and the bottom mouth. Okay, so now that we got that, we're going to leave those two lines alone. There's a reason for that, and you'll see why. We're going to select these parts. We're going to do the auto mesh, which is basically this one up here, the one with the triangle that says auto. You select that, then boom. And most of the time, you usually want to go with, I mean, you got three different options. You got the standard option, which sometimes it breaks, but don't worry about that. We can fix that issue. The one where it has very little polygons to it. Now, you can also go with that, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of issues going on with, or not so much issues, but it's not going to be as effective when you go with it that way. So we're gonna go with heavy. Now, heavy, I think, is usually the best bet for that because, well, once it finally registers, boom, there we go. Okay, nice. Because it allows you to warp, it allows it to make it easier to warp all of this stuff. Hey, Lamp Dweller. Yo! Pepino Spaghetti, good to see you. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there. Rohan will use Heaven's Door to write Lamp in Lampy's soul. Lampy will complete the rigging today. I wish I could complete the rigging today. This is gonna be a while because this one's gonna have a lot more layers than the one layer sandwich. The one layer sandwich, that was a fun project, but that one was a lot easier because we didn't have to worry about too much. This one might be a while. All right. So, all right, let's see. What do we have? So we added the deformation. Do I want to add it as a preset? No. We just cancel. We close. And if you'll notice, we lost a piece. We lost a couple pieces. So we got to go find those parts again. We got to go find that leg. Nope, we got the leg. We got the foot. Which part is missing? There it is. So now we need to figure out what on earth broke. On this layer, where is the broken part? I think we found it. Yep, I think we found it. Hold on. Once you get to that part, there's a couple different ways we can go about this issue. That's not it. You can either go back to auto and just try to mess around with it a little. Like so. Yeah, sometimes the best thing to do about it is if you notice that there's a layer that broke or is missing, just go to that said layer that's missing, go to the auto, go to standard or little, either one of the two, and then go to heavy. And then that'll fix the problem, as there aren't too many layers that need to get sorted out. Now, let's make sure that we got everything else, though. Let's see. How can we find out if we got everything else? Well, I guess one way we can go about this is hide the mouth. Let's see. Are the teeth still there? Yep. Teeth are there. Everything's all set. We're missing a whisker. All right, so we got to fix that part. Also, Mr. Chips, Scott, Game, how y'all be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Not great, but that's life. I get that feeling there, buddy. Sometimes life can be rough. You just got to power through it, find out where the issue is, then figure out how you can solve that problem. Because solving that problem is not that easy, or sometimes it'll be easy, sometimes it won't. It just depends on how life be. Happy streams are best streams, even now being chat. How's everybody doing? I am melting. I literally have a fan right behind me, which, by the way, folks, can you hear the fan? I do not know. But if you can hear the fan, I apologize. Doesn't look like it gets picked up. But, yeah, the fan is not helping. But yeah, I hope everyone else is doing better with the weather than I am. Also, folks, if you haven't already, I highly suggest checking out the game. They do a lot of gaming streams. They're currently playing Batman. I highly recommend checking them out over there. Really fun community. Now, in the meantime, we need to find that missing whisker. Where is it? Whiskers. There we go. Okay, so we gotta. Oh, it's all one set of whiskers. You know what? That still works. That's still fine. So here's what we gotta do. We gotta go back to the auto mesh, as I mentioned before. We gotta put it on standard right quick. Now that whisker's back, we put it on heavy. Nope, that one still gets lost. Hold on. Maybe on little, then heavy? Alright, since the whisker keeps getting lost no matter what we do, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go... Yeah, we're gonna have to do this manually. And I see where the issue lies. On this spot right here, that we just need to delete. Find out where the other missing parts and pieces are. Let's keep looking, see if we're missing anything. We might be good from there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yo, Synapsis, thank you for the bit. I greatly appreciate it. I went to an art gallery. It was $60. It was $60 to enter, and then thank you for the 40 bits there, game. Also, folks, actually, hold on. Let me see. What number was it on this? Oh, right. That's what it was. Folks, if you do happen to use bits, I want you to know that if you use 5 or more, feel free to add some sort of text to it, because if you add 5 or more, yeah, if you give 5 or more bits, you can get the bird to talk. I decided to drop it down to 5 bits because I felt like, I think right now is a good time to just let folks make the bird say stuff. Dial-in profiling? Nice. Glad to hear it. But yeah, let me see. It was $60. You enter, yeah. It was $60 to enter and $80 to look at each picture. It was called electronic art. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fair, nice. Okay, that's a good one there, Synapsis. I greatly appreciate that one. Bonus bird talk? Oh, yeah. It just requires 5 bits to do is all. Or a sub. Well, not regular sub. I wish it could do that with gift subs, but I don't think there's any way to pull that one off. Can you also lower the... Nope. Not at all there, Ryu. Not at all. Every time that one happens, it goes up. Okay. Eating some Blaze Pizza and... Oh, let's see. Eating some Blaze Pizza. I'm enjoying some 120, 115, 125 weather here. Good lord, get under shade.
Relationships are like algebra. Ever look at your ex and wonder why?
Wait, what? Oh, it's like algebra. Okay, you know what? I got that one. That one makes sense. Also, Scott, thank you for the 5 subs. I greatly appreciate it. Holy cow. And we gotta be close to a hype train. No. Don't. I just realized. Okay, now I understand. No. We don't need no hype train. Oh, y'all folks quit. Okay. Sending all the good vibes your way. Nice. Let's see. Probably not going to happen. Wait, what's not going to happen? Wait. Chips. Mr. Chips, you chill. Now, folks, chill. We don't need this. The pipe? Am I interested? No. We don't need to go down this road. Fine. You know what? Just gonna go back to the cat. Gonna work on this here cat. We're gonna ignore that. We don't need no hype train. Alright. So, now that we got everything set up, this is going to be the part where it gets boring. Which I thought I would have been able to do during the JoJo stream, but I got too distracted, so we're going to need to sort this out now. Okay. Here we go. We must appear to the... Oh, appeal.
I'm intrigued. What are you afraid of?
We don't need a hype train. Y'all folks quit. Also, Aika, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what you folks are doing. Game. Quit it. Well, folks, quit it. You don't need no train. Ah, for Christ's sake. I don't even know what's going on. We're going back to the cat. All right, so here's what we got to do. We got to select all the parts. Now that we got all of that stuff done. Grape Window Liquor. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You know what? It's only a level 1, so it's fine. You don't need to worry about it then. Okay. The train becoming a cult member to the... Oh, for Christ's sake. I am, well, just thinking about what to draw next. Ooh, nice. Any ideas? Level 5, let's go. It's not level 5. Is it? Tell me it's not level 5. Just don't worry about it. Lamp. I just woke up and saw you were streaming, so here to vibe. Oh, nice. And I hope you enjoy the stream in the meantime, and I hope you enjoy the vibes. Whatever they may be, because right now they're just bullying me with gift subs. All right, let me see. We're gonna call this one root. I don't have any ideas. My art brain go burp. Ah, fair. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Wait, what record of mine am I about to beat? Wait, is there a record? I don't know. Okay. So here's what we gotta do. So when it comes to starting up the Live2d model, first, as mentioned before, we gotta get the texture atlas. We already did that earlier. Then you gotta set up the mesh on almost all of them except for probably the mouth. When it comes to the mouth, that one might be a little different. Same thing with eyelids. Mouth and eyelids, those are different situations. What mesh is that? That mesh? That mesh be a cat. Okay, that's a little loud. Hold on. I might have went a little too far with that redeem. Ow. That might have been a little too loud. Thank you for the crab rave there, Kim. I greatly appreciate it. Hold on on what? Okay, Twitch says, about to beat your last record to support. Yeah, my bad. I put that way too loud. You said hold? What was I saying hold on? I don't remember. Anyway, so after you get the art mesh all set up, which you can either do the auto mesh, or if you're crazy enough, or skilled enough, or both, you can do the manual mesh. And as I mentioned, when it comes to making a Live2d model, there's about a few situations where you want to use the manual mesh, which is either A, the layers are really thin. I'll show you what I mean. The layers are either A, really thin, like the whiskers over here, or B, you want only a specific part to really get the what am I talking about? You want to be able to manipulate the shape a little more, like the mouth. This is why we didn't add any layers to the mouth yet. We left that part alone for the moment. All right. So now that we got that part, once you get all the layers set up, also I apologize everybody, I forgot that I may have made the redeem sounds a little too loud. We have lowered them now. I'm putting them down to like, I'm putting them down to about the same distance as the, okay, maybe not the same distance as the music. Maybe a little bit higher than the music. But yeah, we're definitely going to make it a little bit higher than the music and lower than the voice. Because, yeah, I apologize. That went in the red. That was not the plan. Alright then, so. Now that we got that all set up. How is the volume now? Is the quack good? Is it not good? Y'all let me know. Let me know the range. Was that level 5? Jesus. Thank you for the applause. And I'm assuming that was to you, folks, because, you know what? Congrats. You made it to the hype train. I wasn't expecting it to even reach. I was not expecting it to go that far, especially since we just barely started. Not even been 30 minutes yet. Quack be quacking. Nice. All right, so now that we got all that set up, here's what we're going to do. Now that we got the layers, now it's time to work on the deformers. Now, what on earth are the deformers? Well, the deformers is the thing that helps us move everything around. One example that I always like to use for that one, bird to angel. All right, we got to switch out the bird. Okay, so when it comes to deformers, I always like to use this example, or yeah, I usually like to use this, how am I trying to put it? I usually try to give this kind of example for the deformers, which is, think about the deformers and the parameters. Okay, so we got two different things. We got parameters and we got deformers. Now, when it comes to deformers, I always like to say, think of the deformers as the wheels to a car, Well, looking at the parameters like the steering wheel. I'll show you what I mean. We actually need to take this part of the box and move it over here right quick. We try to find a good spot to put the parameters. Or actually, not even the parameters, just this whole box. Yeah, right here should do. Gonna shrink this down. We don't need it all that much. Move this a little bit more over here. Kind of. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Okay, so what you have here are the parameters. The x-axis, the y-axis, all that stuff. And the green box here is going to be the deformer. So I'll show you how it works. I'll show you how it works right quick. We're just going to use this whole thing as a good example for right now. We're going to go to the angle X for the deformer. So we select that said deformer, we select root, and we go to angle X parameter. Now you press this thing that shows like the 3 green dots. It's hard to see from here, but if you look up here, it shows a box with 3 green dots. That is basically 3 keyform, or it's basically adding 3 keyforms to this parameter. So let's select that, and boom. Once we select that on this one, now we have 3 boxes. Now, the reason why I said that this is like the steering wheel is how I'm going to show you right now. Let's say we go to, let's put it on the left side. Or, let's select the way side of the right side of this parameter. So all the way to the right. Now let's take this, this cat by the deformer. It's by the root deformer, and we're going to move it all the way to the right. Now, by doing that, we just programmed it to always move to the right when the X parameter goes to the right. If it goes in the center, it stays to where it is. It stays in the default. But as soon as we move it to the right, the cat moves further to the right. And if we want to move it to the left, then we go to the left side of the parameter and drag this thing all the way to the left. So now, it'll move left and right depending on the direction that parameter goes. Hence the reason why I said that the parameter is the steering wheel. If we want it to turn, the parameter is the steering wheel, while the deformer are the tires to a car. So if we move the steering wheel to the right, the tires will turn right, and thus the car will go right. If we move the steering wheel to the left, the tires will go left, and thus the car will turn left. And the same thing goes with the parameters right here. If we move the parameter to the right, and the deformer, if we move the parameter to the right, then the deformer will go to the right, and so will the whole cat. Well, maybe not the whole cat, but for right now, the whole cat. But that's because we used the root deformer for that. We're going to put everything back in the center, and we're going to delete these keyforms, because that's just the simplified version of the situation. We need to put in a lot more work, because what we need to do now is make a deformer for multiple parts, so they all function in different ways based off of what I just showed you right now. Power the gun and may be with you. Oh, for Christ's sake. Anyway. Lampy, you should know we are slightly mad here. Well, as they say, the audience reflects the streamer, so I can imagine. You know the cult will dedicate themselves to the glorious leader, or for the glorious leader. Now, if only I knew who that leader was. Anyway, so now that we got all that set up, it's time to get to the boring part. Yo, Trix, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. How was Hi-Fi Rush? See that you were dealing with the final boss not too long ago. Now, folks, if you haven't checked them out, I highly suggest watching Trix. It is a very chill environment over there. Really great stream. They were playing Hi-Fi Rush not too long ago. So I don't know what sort of games they're going to be playing next, but it's always a chill time over there. And everybody stopping by from Trix' stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some Live2d rigging streams. And today is one of those rigging streams. We are rigging a Live2d cat. For real this time. The reason why I say for real this time is because there was a Live2d rigging stream not too long ago, but all we did was just talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which we will not do now because, like I said, yesterday or last time was the dedicated JoJo Talk stream. To avoid any, or to, avoid spoiling anything for anybody, because last thing I would like is for someone to show up to the stream, be like, oh, hey, they're rigging a cat, and then hear all about JoJo's, especially the end of part 6. We don't want that to happen. Yo, Trix, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Sounds like the work of an enemy stand. Exactly. And thank you for stopping by there, Master Salty. I greatly appreciate it. Also, Trix, did you beat Hi-Fi Rush? I saw you were very close to the end. Nice. Congrats. Glad to hear it. That game looks fun. It looks tricky. Not a fan of the main character because I feel like, I don't know. I'm looking at that character like, God, sometimes I just want to punch him in the face. I know that's his charm. That he's kind of an idiot. But at the same time, I'm like, I know you're doing good, but I really want to pop you in the face. Yeah, obnoxious protagonist. Exactly. One of those ones. I do, however, like how the rest of the cast will look at it and say, yeah, he's being dumb right now. So, it's not all too bad. It's not one of those situations where, he can't do no wrong, like the rest of the cast will call him out on his nonsense. And sometimes he will get punished for it. I do appreciate their awareness. Exactly. That's the one saving grace about that character. All right, so we gotta get ready for the rest of the stuff. So here's what we gotta do. Well, actually, before we get to that part, before we start selecting all the layers to be in meshes, we gotta deal with. Actually, no, we can do that right now. We can deal with the other part later. Right now, let's just select everything for the head. Is that everything for the head? I believe so. No, we forgot the ear fluff. So, everything for the ears. So let's start there. We select everything for the head. Which means, yeah, basically all of that stuff there. And now we gotta make a layer for that. We're gonna call this, or we gotta make a deformer for that. We're gonna call this deformer head. And we create. Okay, now let's make sure that it selected everything. Yep, we're all good. I see cat. Oh, let's see. I see cat, I come running. Oh, nice. I'm glad you like the cat so far. This one I'm planning on making one of the... Okay, unfortunately, as I mentioned a while back, I'm gonna have to stop making free Live2d models because that does take a lot more time than I thought. And I thought this would be a good way to make a little bit of income on the side. However, I will be making these ones very affordable. They will not be I'm not going to make them super expensive, like charging 70 to 100 bucks for them. I'm thinking like about 5, maybe 10 per model. Yeah, like 5 or 10 bucks for each model. I think that's a fair amount because, again, they're very generic. So I think once we're done with if people want to use it as a mascot or their actual model, then they could use that as a starting point because Live2d custom models are expensive, and I've noticed that there's a lot of folks where they want to jump into the scene, but they don't have they want to jump into the scene, but they don't have. But they, not so much that they don't have it, but they want to spend a lot of money on a model, and then they, well, unfortunately, it turns out it wasn't for them. So And, you know, I want to give folks the option to try things out. Like, if they want to hop into the scene, then they can have like a simple model to start with, very affordable, very simple, and if it's not for them, then they didn't invest too much. Now, if they still want to spend a lot of money on a custom model, I mean, more power to them. If anything, that's a benefit to folks like me and many others. So, but I also want to give the option to folks that don't want to spend a lot of money on a custom model, or can't afford to spend a lot of money on a custom model. Yo, Icy, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Or again, like I said, if they just want like a mascot on the side, then boom, there they go. They got a custom cat to just toss into their streams. Gotta respect the hustle, so you go get that bag, Lampy. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that you. Yeah, thank you for your understanding there, Reed. Okay, so now that we got all the body parts, what we gotta do, make a new mesh. We're gonna call this mesh, or not mesh. Deformer. We're gonna call this deformer body. There we go. And create. Now that we got all of that set up, we got three deformers so far. We got the deformer for the entire thing, the entire cat. We got the deformer for just the head, and we got the deformer for only the body. But now that we got that done, we need to start going into the much more specific thing. I'm doing good. How are you? I am melting. I am melting like a what's a good example? I'm melting like a chocolate bar inside of a back pocket. Not a fun experience, and I want out. I just got an idea of my drawing, but I don't. I hope you don't mind I'm drawing you, Lampy. No, by all means. If anything, I'd love to see it. Feel free to send it my way when you're done. Alright, so now that we got that part, as I mentioned before, now we got to go into the specific, or the smaller specific details, like we gotta select all the parts for the face. So all the way up to maybe the chin. I think the chin is a good spot. Whisker 1, whisker 2. We're gonna go to this side of the chin, and we're going to turn that whole thing into a deform. We're gonna name this deformer face. Boom, there we go. We got face. Sorry, cat. And we just ripped the cat's face off. That is fine. That is fine. Lurk? Alright there. You do your lurk there, Magister Salty. I hope you enjoy the stream. And whatever it is you gotta do, I hope it goes well. And I hope you have a good day. Or tomorrow. A great week. Take care now, buddy. This is freehand drawing. Ah, fair. Either way, I'd still love to see it. Now, sorry to hear that. Hopefully that ends soon. It's gonna be here all week, unfortunately. That is the most devastating part so far, is that it's gonna be here all week. I'm not ready for it either. I am not ready for it at all. You may have gave me an idea. Ooh, what's the idea there, Icy? Send me a bag of ice. Okay. So the next part we gotta do. What is the next part? Let me see. So we got the face. Let's nab the eyes. We're gonna make a new deformer for the eyes next. So we're gonna select the 4 parts for that, which is the back parts and the shiny part. So eyes. Ryu, now I know you're not. I know you don't want more heat. You live in a similar, you live in a similar spot, so I know you don't want that heat. Unless you got air conditioning, then I don't know. Listen, I'll get the sword and send you some your way. Need anything else? Ice cream. Always ice cream. Okay. You know what? After this stream, I'm going to the donut shop. Donut shop has ice cream. I'm gonna go pick that up afterwards. Alright. Let me see. So we're gonna name that deformer eyes. Boom, there we go. Now we got the eyes separated. You know, as much as I would like to, I wouldn't mind just turning these little shiny parts into googly eyes instead. Good morning, Lampy. How are you? Yo, PG. Good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. That wasn't supposed to work as well as it did, but that works perfectly. Lampy be doxing my location now. What? I didn't say anything. I didn't even say where I live. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Well, we just lost Ryu. That's fair. All right. Let me see. Oh, we'll get to that eye part later. First, we got to get these layers right here. I want to put nose in the mouth category. Maybe I do. Just woke up, slept. Okay, not particularly well, but okay. Ah, fair. Yeah, I get that feeling. I think I had something similar to that not too long ago. Where actually no, that was actually yesterday, Monday. I just straight crashed. I woke up in the morning. I started working on some stuff. I fell asleep through the afternoon. I woke up at night. I tried to work on a little bit of stuff, but I was just completely in a daze throughout that night. So I fell asleep again, passed out, woke up again, sometime mid-morning. So, needless to say, Monday was crazy. There was like no energy Monday. Alright. You know what? We're gonna risk it. We're gonna put the nose in the mouth category. Like, because I'm thinking with the nose right here, this tiny little sucker, every time the cat talks, the nose will move along with the rest of the face. So, I'm gonna put everything there. Along with the whiskers. Yeah, you know what? The whiskers are going in the mouth category as well. So every time the cat talks, the whiskers can move too. Alright, so we need to make a new deformer. We're just gonna call this one mouth. Mouth. There we go, good. Great. Now we're all set. Yeah, the night from Monday to Tuesday was awful for me. I had a nightmare and had a really bad time trying to get back to sleep after being shocked awake at 2 a.m. I hate those freaking moments. I hate those moments so much because I know exactly what you mean. Like, you wake up after, yeah, you have a nightmare, you wake up, and you know full well you don't want to go back to sleep. You're tired and need to sleep, but you already know if you go back to sleep, that nightmare will reoccur. And so you're thinking to yourself, nope, not happening. You can't make me. Alright, so let's get the ears next. Not that part. The ears next. We're going to put that right over new layer. Ears. There we go. So the ears are all set up in their own spots. So we're going to close that. That's the eyes. That's the ears. What's left after we're done with all of that part? Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna make us. Yeah, we're gonna make something for this part too. So we're gonna make it. How do we call this one? New deformer. We're gonna call this floof. There we go, floof. Just for the cheeks. You know what? Maybe we'll rename it. Let's call it cheek floof. Cheek floof. Oh, we put that twice. We could get rid of a little bit of that part. Boom, there we go. Alright, so we got that one written down. Move that a little bit more over here. We're going to go back over on this side. Move it just a little bit more to the left. That should be good for me. Alright. Move this back. Yeah, move this back a little bit. That should be a good spot. You know what? Instead, we're going to put the parameter right over here somewhere. Yeah, this should be a good spot. I'm going to close the inspector. Or maybe we'll just take the inspector and put it between those ones there. There we go. And right there should be a good spot for it. Good, we're all set. Okay, now let me see the next part that we gotta do. Well, so I showed you those deformers. I showed you the regular deformer that is the green square, but there's actually another type of deformer as well. That one happens to be a rotation deformer. That would be this little circle with the line across it right here. Oh, right. The regular deformers, you'll see right here. It looks like this warped square with a bunch of dots. So this is the main deformer that you're going to be using a lot when it comes to Live2d. So for this part, we need to make a deformer for the head's rotation. You know, moving back and forth, or, you know, side to side without actually moving, tilting. Yeah, there we go. The rotation is to help the head rotate, like you see on the right side of the screen right now. Whenever you rotate your head, the model will rotate their head along the same way. So we're going to do something like that. Hence the way you see Lampy turning his head left and right all the time, like so. And now I'm absolutely dizzy. So I made a terrible mistake, right? But that's not important. We will sort that out later. So, let's go to the rotation deformer. We're going to call this head rotation. Head rotation. There we go. Now, you'll see that it helps rotate the head, but it ain't rotating right. That does not seem to be the best way for the cat's head to rotate. It's a bit off. But that is completely fine. What we can do is hold the control button. Is it the control? Yeah, it's control and shift and bring it down. Probably going to put it right here. This should be a good spot. Now that we put it a little bit lower, as you can see, it rotates a little bit better, but I think we need to fix up just a little bit more. You bring it up just a little bit higher. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. This is the spot we needed. Now every time the cat's head rotates, it seems a little more organic. Because at the bottom, when it was too low, it seemed a little off. When it was too high, it did not even look like it was attached to the body. But now we got it right where we need it. You know, reading the rules again has me curious. You don't have to answer this on stream if you don't want to, Lampy, but do you like pineapple on pizza? Okay, before I answer that question, I will say this. When it comes to food, I feel like a lot of people are too judgmental about how other folks eat, because here's the thing. Whatever people are eating does not affect you. You know why? Because that's not your taste buds. That's not your mouth. That's their mouth and their taste buds, and they're eating whatever it is that they want to eat, and you never really have to deal with that food. And let's say you are the one that likes something, and other people don't like said food. Now, surprisingly enough, I've seen a lot of people get mad when someone doesn't like the same food as them. Like, let's say they say, oh, I love X and Y food. And the other person says, I'm not really a fan of that. There are some people that are crazy enough to get mad about that. But see, here's the thing. When it comes to that sort of situation, they really shouldn't be mad about that. You want to know why? Because the time will come when that food will be served, and you and that other person will be there, and you want to eat as much of that food as you can. But here's the thing. You won't have to worry about rushing it. You want to know why? Because that other person doesn't like that food. That means there's more food for you. Say it with me now. More food for you. And with that being said, yes, I do like pineapple on pizza. It's called Hawaiian. It's been here longer than most of us have existed. So, get used to it. It's here to stay. Folks can be mad about it all they want, but you know what? They don't have to eat it. It's fine. Go eat pepperoni pizza. Go eat anchovies, bell peppers, whatever it is you want to eat. You go eat that. Let them eat their pineapple. Let them eat their mint ice cream. Let them eat, let me try to find a good example. Let them eat, let them eat toaster strudels with ketchup on it. It might sound absolutely abhorrent, but guess what? That ain't you eating it, so whatever. You eat whatever it is that you're gonna eat, and that's all there is to it. So, yeah, that's what I have to say on it. The way I see it, being judgmental about other people's preferences is dumb if it doesn't affect others. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But if it ain't hurting nobody, don't worry about it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And this applies to a lot of different things. Let's say one person likes a video game franchise. Okay, I've seen this one happen more than my fair share of times. You could be in the same video game fandom, and guess what? There's still going to be discourse. You know why? Because now they're arguing about which was the best game. And if you don't agree, you're a moron, you're an idiot, you're a fool, you're other words that probably can't be said on Twitch or anywhere else on the internet for that matter. But here's the thing. It's a video game. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good to have your preferences and your favorites and all of that stuff, but however they choose to play it and whichever game they choose to prefer over the other doesn't affect your gameplay now, does it? Hey, Slampy, thank you. I greatly appreciate that. To be honest, I love Hawaiian pizza. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Hey, you know what? That's fine. People be weird. People be different. That's what makes the world interesting. As we were all the same and we all agreed on the same things, life would get boring. Now, would it be easier in life if we all didn't have to, you know, just war it out with one another? Probably. But sometimes, I mean, granted. That one's going a little too far on that one, but what I'm trying to say is, it's good to have a little bit of difference between folks, you know, mindset in a way. Some people like different things, other people dislike other things. If we all like the same thing or dislike the same thing, life would get boring and we'd never learn anything, because if we're all thinking the same thing, we learn nothing. There we go. Lampy telling fact. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. Okay, to be fair, I love Hawaiian pizza. Maybe I'm a weirdo when it comes to pizza because I really dislike mushrooms on pizza. See, that's what I mean. Sometimes some people like very common things, sometimes other people don't. It depends on the situation. For example, there was a time where I didn't like pepperoni for a while. People looked at me funny because they was like, wait, you don't like pepperoni? Like, no. Not a fan of it. Now, if anyone else picks pepperoni, I'm not going to tell them that they're weird for it. Like, it's just, you know, we'll let them know. I'm probably going to pick off the pepperonis if you want them. If you don't, you just let me know where I can put the pepperonis. That's all there was to it. That was it. Okay, funny you say that. My favorite is ham and mushroom. I see, there you go. That's fair. I don't think I'm allergic to mushrooms, but the one time I did try to eat mushroom pizza, I felt sick afterwards. Ah, fair. Yeah, that one happens. That one definitely happens. Like, sometimes there's just some food that makes you nauseous. Sometimes it can't be helped. Alright, now let me see. We're gonna go to the... Okay, now that we got most of the main parts over there for the body, or for the head and all that stuff, we need to get the body parts. So... Okay, so we got the main body. Now, let me figure out something. I might have also needed to separate some part... Actually, no, I think we might be able to pull something off here. Maybe. No, I think this part might have needed to be a whole separate layer, but we'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. I think I might be able to still work with this as being a singular layer to have it tilt left to right and all that stuff, but we'll figure that one out when we get there. Hold on, let me check on the music, make sure it's still rolling. Yeah, it's still rolling, we're still good. Thank you for the crab rave there, Power Goose. I greatly appreciate it. And welcome on in. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I don't know if I repeated myself multiple times in that sentence, but you know what? It's fine. All right, so how do we go about this one? This one, we just need to think about this one for a minute. That was manageable? Wait. When you say manageable, does that mean it was still a little loud, or was it okay? Or do you think I should lower it just a bit more? You let me know. Like, should I still lower it for the crab rave, or is that fine? In the meantime, we're going to try to figure out this next part. I think 500 is fine. Oh, I was talking about the volume, actually. Because the last time the crab rave went off, it's okay, it didn't ring my ears. Ah, okay. So then, yeah, we're in a good spot right there. Because last time we had the crab rave, the volume went in the red. It was ridiculously loud. I thought you were talking about price? Ah, no. That's an understandable, that's an understandable thought right there. But yeah, no, last time I put it, it unfortunately blew out folks' eardrums. Now let me see, how are we going to separate these parts? Because when tilting the body, I don't know if you know what? Got an idea. We're actually just going to separate these into all their separate parts. So, separate this one. Going to call these ones front legs. Front legs. Create that deformer. We're going to go back to the back legs. Make a new deformer for that one. Call them back legs. Boom. There we go. Create. So we got 2 deformers for that part. And then we got to make a deformer for the tail. You know what? We're going to make that main deformer for the tail anyway. We're just going to call it tail for now. Create that one. And then we got body. We'll name this one torso. Actually, hold on. We're going to take these 2 parts, call it torso. Torso. And then we're going to go back to the tail and make a deformer for that and call... Actually, we're going to go back. We're just going to separate those ones. So call this one torso. Torso. There we go. And then make tail deformer. For the tail, we're going to go through a lot of different steps, but we'll leave that for another. We'll leave that alone for now. All right, so we got all the deformers for the tails. Now we just got to go to the back legs, and we're going to get this one. New deformer for this. Yeah, this is the part where I was talking about where it's going to get a bit slow. We're not going to actually do anything just yet. We need to go through all the steps of making the deformers and all that. And making the deformers takes a good while on that one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I know there's nothing about this in the rules, but I'm gonna ask just to be safe. I know some streamers don't like it when chatters talk about stuff that they did in their own streams or whatever because they don't like self-promo. Am I allowed to do that? Okay, that's a good question. That's actually a good question. So, I would say... How do I put it? if you did something that happened on your stream, then by all means talk about that one. Now, there's a difference between talking about your experience that happened to happen during one of your streams, and then there's saying, by the way, I or someone else is streaming and bringing it to someone else's stream. So feel free to talk about the situation that you had, but never tell anybody, or yeah, never bring up in someone else's stream unless they shout you out on it or ask you the question. Basically, how do I put it? I've had an experience before where, you know, someone would roll in and say, oh, I'm gonna head out, I'm gonna go stream, or basically say, oh, by the way, I'm gonna go stream now, so take care and all that. And it's like, that one's a little iffy on that. Like, maybe there are some folks that don't understand the situation, or then there are other times where, you know, they just want to promote themselves. Luckily, I haven't had the situation where they want to promote themselves. It's more so that, you know, yeah, the unsolicited, hey, look, I'm streaming thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. That one I feel like is a problem, or I would see that one as a problem, as well as someone just rolling into the stream and saying, hey, folks, guess what? This one person's streaming right now. Which I've had that experience once before, like, where it's like, hey, guess what? I'm like, chicken butt? And then they bring up, you know, so-and-so's streaming right now. I'm like, that, how do I put it? That's really not a good thing to bring up during someone else's stream. Unless they are waiting, unless the streamer themselves in said stream is specifically saying, hey, when is the next time you're doing so? Or are you going to be streaming today? Like, if they give you the floor to talk about it, then absolutely fine. If they give you the floor to talk about it, absolutely fine. And as for this place specifically, if you have an experience that happened to you on one of your streams, feel free to talk about it. Like, you could say, you know, like, for example, like, let's say, so-and-so, this happened one time during so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. That's completely okay, because, you know, you're just talking about the experience. You're, you know, bouncing off ideas and all that stuff. So long as, you know, like mentioned before, you don't show up and say, hey, you know, like, hey, guys, I'm gonna be doing so-and-so. So, goodbye. Because then that's just like, that's just rude. As long as drama is involved, because that's bad. Exactly. Okay, let me try to see. Also, shut off. Good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. How's the week been? Right, or if they may be looking to raid someone and want to know who's online. Yeah, that too. Like, if someone, like, let's say for yourself, for example, like, if you say, like, like, if I'm saying, like, now let me go find someone to raid, and then you're just like, or, you know, I actually wouldn't mind if someone told me, you know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, guess who's still on right now. Like, when I'm getting ready to raid, then I'd be looking at, like, you know what? Yeah, okay. Pork. Yo, Cam, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Oh, let's see. As long as drama is involved, or is not involved. Oh, big whoops on my part. Yeah, no problem. Oh, don't even get me started on that one. Like, I'm glad I haven't had this issue yet, but I'm worried that in the future, someone's gonna just roll on in. Yo, shut off. Thank you for the, holy cow. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. If you feel like adding, what's the word I'm looking for? If you feel like adding something to say to that message, feel free to do so, and I will have the, okay, what am I trying to say? If you will, since you, holy cow. Shut up. Since you gave 1,000 bits, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you would like the model to say something, feel free to put that in the chat, and I can have the model say whatever it is that you're trying to say. So long as, you know, it's not TOS and all that nonsense. But yeah, we'll give you that opportunity on that one, because you know, when the bits roll on through, and that's a lot of them, I feel like, just like spreading love. All right, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. But I'll still give you the opportunity if you like. If you could pass it up, if you don't, or if you don't feel like it, I completely understand. Took a day off to be tired. Just had some homemade soup and having vanilla ice cream. Ooh, nice. Now put the ice cream in the soup. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Unless you're into that sort of thing. I don't know. But yeah, what was I trying to say? It's like 1,000 crumbs that it can turn into a cookie. I know, right? Holy cow, that's a whole cookie. I should buy me some cookies. Thank you there, Shadab. I'm gonna go get me some cookies. No. After the stream, I'm getting me some ice cream. Right. Okay, so we're gonna call this one okay. When I say this, I am referring to the acronyms of back leg. Back leg, people. Back leg. Understand that part. With that being said, we're gonna name this one BL left. Actually, no, right. I forgot. There we go. And create. And then we're gonna go to the other set of legs. And we're gonna name that, or yeah, we're gonna give that one a deformer, and we're gonna call that one BL left. There we go. And create. Okay, finally done. Ooh, okay, I gotta go check this out right quick. Okay. I'm usually put into, but now stuff Lampy in trash can. Wait, why stuff me in the trash can? What did I do? Sent it to you, Lampy, of the artwork. Alright, let me go check that out. Where did you put it? Was it in the Discord or was it on Twitter? Ah, I see it was on Twitter. Let me see this image. Okay, hold up. We gotta stop everything one more time. One. We gotta get this image in there. Did it work? No, not yet. Okay, let's try this again. Image in new tab. Yo, that is actually a really awesome design for that blank. Okay, there it is. Okay, let me see. Is the Photoshop on? We're gonna hide this. There we go. Yo, thank you greatly for this artwork. That is amazing. I really like the whole... And this was free drawn traditionally. That is amazing. Ice cream and soup? Okay, that one's fair then. That one's fair there, Cam. Or you know what, Cam? You're not wrong on that one. I deserve that. But yeah, yo, the fact that you did this on traditional line art and you got all the freaking... Yeah, you did like a traditional like pencil and paper and all that. And you managed to get all of these little biohazard signs. Or all of these hazard signs onto the blanket. That is amazing. Yo, thank you greatly. I greatly appreciate that one there. That is amazing. Yo. I don't know if you stream or not, but shout outs to Chaya over here. Thank you there, buddy. There you go. Traditional hand-drawn art. I know, right? That is amazing. Snug as a bug? Indeed, very snug. Very snug, very bug. Alright. I am putting that one in the folder. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so now we need to go back to the cat. Thought the bio symbol blanket would fit you. It really does, and now that I think about it, okay, I need to make a blanket for Lampy, and I need to put that bio symbol on it now, or that hazard symbol. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Who did I see? Okay, so I saw somebody was using the blanket. Ah, it was Jason. That's who it was. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so now that we got that part with the legs, we actually need to go to this part specifically and actually, how do I go about this? So we're gonna put new deformer for this one, and we're gonna call this one foot. Foot R. There we go. Create a deformer for that one. Go to the other leg. We're gonna call this one foot. L. Also, in case you're wondering, why am I making the right leg, or yeah, why am I naming the right leg the left one and the left leg the right one? Well, from what I've learned from my past experiences, when you're working on a Live2d model, apparently the layers are flipped on you. So let me try to find a good example. Apparently, yeah, so whenever you're working on any of the layers, they always seem to flip on the sides. Mirror effect, I'm guessing. Yeah, exactly. It's a mirror effect. So in order for that to work properly, we gotta put the different names for each side. So yeah, that's what we gotta do right here. The left and right from the character's perspective. Exactly. There we go. Thank you. Y'all folks are getting it, which I didn't the first time around. Or the second time, or even the third time. There was a good number of times where it took me a while to realize, oh, it's mirrored. Should have figured. That one's on me. Alright, so we got the layers for, yeah, we got all the deformers for the back legs. Now we just need to make a deformer for the front leg. So FL right. God, I hope FL doesn't have an acronym for something. FL left. There we go. We're all good, we're all set. Med school drilled that into me early on. Left hand is on... Okay, let's see. The left hand is on the patient's left, not yours. Ah, okay. You know what? For medical school, or, for medical, that is very understandable. Very, very understandable. The last thing you want is to find out that you gotta do surgery on somebody's, right hand. And so you started doing surgery on your right rather than their right, and so you botched the surgery by messing up somebody's left hand. And their right hand is still not fixed. That would be a very bad experience, or even worse. It would be even worse if it was damage done to the left lung. And now you gotta go do some surgery on their left lung. And you ended up doing surgery on their right lung, so now they have two messed up lungs. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, so you know what? That is very understandable why you would get that one. Lampy Surgeon when? When I figure out Surgeon Simulator and when I get a VR headset. I don't know if I will get a VR headset. I don't know, okay, here's the thing. I would love to get a VR headset, but that's like $300 bucks. $300 for a VR headset. Now I know that may not be a lot, but I'm a cheapskate. So $300 on a headset, that's still, I don't know what to tell you, but although to be fair, I don't know why, I feel like the headset would have been a much better investment than buying a Nintendo Switch. You know why? Because that Nintendo Switch got less playtime than my Wii U. The freaking Wii U. That's when you know that I have not touched the system, when it's gotten less playtime than the Wii freaking U. I've only played one game on the Switch, maybe two. No, I take it back. I've only played 2 games on the Switch, and then that was it. Alright, now that we got all the parts set up for the cat, well, we got all the parts set up for the body. Now we need to go back to the head, because we need to go back to the face, we need to go back to the eyes, and then now we need to go to these parts, which is left eye, go to this side, right eye. There we go. I've actually been in the OR multiple times. Can confirm that Surgeon Simulator takes a lot of liberties. I can imagine. I don't know how many people you actually use a freaking, like, mallet to, you know, crack open a sternum. I don't know if that's how it actually works. What program am I using? For the Live2d model or to rig the Live2d model? Also, Naj, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Save? You know what? That's a good idea. Thank you for the save there, Chaya. Save right there. Now let's see. When draw or plan on drawing, I look at myself in the mirror and see where the movements are. I hope this helps you, Lampy. You know what? I need to start trying that later. I need to start trying that next time. I need to start, like, looking into the mirror and see how on earth does the head turn when it comes to all of that. Because, for the most part, I usually just try to take liberties on it myself when it comes to the Live2d rigging and think, I think that looks organic. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. Chiming in to say, Surgery Simulator... Okay, yeah. Surgery Simulator VR was dope. Almost got a trophy for successful brain surgery while injected the drug and sticking a fork in an electrical socket. Wait, that's a thing? Also, yo, Naj. What program are you using? Oh, both, I guess, mostly to rig it. Ah, okay. So, for rigging the Live2d model, I am using Live2d Cubism. Now, there's two different versions of this one. One of them is the free version, which has a couple of limitations in comparison, and then you have the full version. But yeah, just look up Live2d Cubism, and you should be able to find the program. And they also give you like a 30-day trial to try it out, see if it works for you, see if it goes okay. If you're gonna try out the 30-day trial, I would highly recommend. Yeah, I would highly recommend, what is it called? Looking into how the program works before you pick it up. Like, look into a bunch of YouTube videos. YouTube videos like crazy. Because with those YouTube videos, you'll get a better understanding of it. And once you get a better understanding of it, that's when you can go into the program, start trying things out, see if you understand what on earth is going on. Then go back to those YouTube videos again, because chances are you'll probably need to go back to those YouTube videos one more time. And see, do you have an understanding of all of that? Also, if you ever feel like trying to figure out how it works, feel free to ask me about it, or ask me or anyone else that you know that does Live2d rigging. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to help you out with that. All right. As for the program that lets you use the model once you're all done with it, that would be, I know there's a couple of them, but the one that I usually use the most, and I think a lot of folks do, is VTube Studio. VTube Studio gives you a lot of different options, and one of my favorite options in the VTube Studio is that you can turn other Live2d models into, you know, assets that you could add to the program. This is how you can see two different models on the screen at the same time, literally doing the exact same thing. Lampy, I DM'd you something. All right, let me go check out what on earth was the thing that you DM'd. Hold on a second there, folks. Okay, I'm back. Also, I saw something about a hammer. Hold on. Yeah, if I'm correct, Surgeon Simulator had something to do with the hammer. Like, okay, to be fair, they weren't doing the surgeon simulating all that well, but I remember that. Oh, I remember who I was watching. I remember who I was watching. Dang, how do you spell the name? Let's see if we could give a shout out to them, because I watched them play Surgeon Simulator, and it was absolutely hilarious. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's them. They were playing Surgeon Simulator, and, you know, it was just a really funny time. It cracked me. So, if you haven't, go give them a follow. They don't stream that often, but when they do, it's a very awesome occasion. Howdy, y'all. Yo, Blood Pineapples, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. We are currently working on setting up the cat for rigging and all that stuff. We're getting there slowly but surely. We need a shrimp pose lampy while drawing. What do you mean shrimp pose lampy? BRB? Alright there, PG. You do, or PJ? I bet. You do your, yeah, whatever it is that you gotta do, I hope it goes well. Now, let me go back to this image right here. Why, I see. Another pun? Why you gotta do this to me? I'm still saving this, but, hold on a second. We gotta show this one too. Give me a second. I'm gonna toss that over there. We're gonna go open up the Photoshop again. Posture check. Alright, posture check it is. Yeah. Oh, that meme I tagged you in about the different poses of the artwork. What do you mean? We already got Lampy shrimping. Hold up a minute. See, does this not look like a shrimp pose already as it is? Lampy's got the hunchback already. Yeah, you can even see the hunchback. See? Lampy's already doing the shrimp. There we go. Innocent, right, I see. Right. Hold on a minute. We gotta go get that Photoshop all set up. Because we gotta show that, and then we get back to the drawing again. We hide that one there. There's the Photoshop. We get that image. You're telling me you're innocent while making a pun like that? Don't give me that nonsense. Don't give me that nonsense. Also, thank you for the artwork, I see. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, now back to the Live2d cat. Where did it go? There we go. And we're all set. Let's see. Trauma Center also takes liberties, but I feel like it's more accurate. I can imagine that one being more accurate in comparison to cracking open a rib cage like it was a walnut. Alright, now that we got that, we just need to get to this part. We're gonna put eye, shine, left, or L. We'll just put L. Oh, actually, you know what? L, shine. There we go. Then we go to the other side. R, shine. All set. So now we got the eyes all set up. Well, let's just go to the mouth. Gotta make a left whisker, right whisker, so... whiskers and create. At least I drew you in a blanket all snugly into a bio, or yeah, snugly into a bio blanket. Yeah. You didn't have me saying a pun. I swear. Icy always sends me an image where there's a pun involved. Somehow, some way. Like, every time Icy draws me, there's a pun involved. The only time Icy didn't draw a pun was when she drew a baby Lampy. That was the only time there was no pun involved. And the funny thing was, the first time around, I didn't know that was supposed to be a baby Lampy. I just saw like a tiny little moth just going ree. I didn't know that was supposed to be me. Alright. We're gonna call this deformer WR. Or RW. Then we go to the other whisker and we call that one LW. There we go. Perfect. So we got the deformers for the separate whiskers. Back when you were fluffy. Yeah. Then old age hit. Then the fluff wasn't there anymore. It all just became fuzzy. Now I want to see if they have a bio blanket. I mean, okay, so there was one person that bought one of the assets, which, by the way, folks, you don't have to buy any of the assets. They're all absolutely free, but anyone who chooses to, you know, send money my way afterwards, I greatly appreciate that. That means more than you could possibly imagine. But yeah, they picked up the blankets, and they added some details to it. They added... What details did they add? Give me a second. What was it? I'm trying to remember what details they added to the blanket. They might have added moths or some sort of... I'm gonna have to look back on that. Actually, hold up. I know I screenshotted that one. Actually, hold on. Let me go find it right quick. Downloads, maybe. Yeah, it should be here somewhere. Maybe I don't have it here. It should be here somewhere, maybe. Wait. No, that ain't it. Dang it. Okay, you know what? That's alright. I'll figure it out in the future. Oh, wait, no, I found it. Oh, okay, so they got the blanket and they put pictures of, or they put an overlay of Mothman on the blanket. So, it is actually very possible to do the same by just get one of the blankets from anybody's assets, so long as they're comfortable with that, or to make things safer and to make sure that it's absolutely certain that no one's going to get mad about it. Use my blankets, because I can't really speak for anyone else, but I can speak for myself, and I know I made like 2 different sets of blankets, and so I saw someone put an overlay on the blanket, so I could not tell that it was mine at the time. But when I realized they were the one that bought the blanket, I looked back at the art, like, oh dang, it is that one. Yo, that's amazing, because they were able to put the whole Mothman pattern overlay on it. That was awesome. Okay. In the tune of Transformers, Deformers, Rigging in Disguise. Yeah, pretty much. I just can't imagine 3D rigging. 3D rigging sounds... Okay, I don't think the music got picked up that time, so I think we're good. Anyway, I hear 3D rigging is a lot trickier than 2D, and you know what? After hearing about a lot of that stuff, I believe it. Alright, so we got the whiskers. We leave those ones alone, but we get to the teeth. Yeah. We don't even need to make a separate layer for the... Or a separate... Okay, actually, yeah, we do. So, we're going to put this part. We're going to call that one T. I don't know if anyone else could hear the car or the truck in the background, but that's a pretty loud truck. Alright. We're gonna call this one teeth. So we got the teeth deformers. Mouth inside deformer. We're gonna just kind of call this inside. Right, deformer for that. And we're gonna go to this part, and we're just gonna call this one tongue. Tongue, and there we go. Now, what on earth were we working on the deformers on that part? We were working on this part with the face, which is the two cat fangs, which, yes, this cat will have fangs, because, I mean, it's a cat, why not? Can we make one for the chin? Yeah, I think we should make a deformer for the chin. We're just going to call that chin. There we go. Okay, so we got that part all set up, and a nose. Deformer, we call that nose. And now that we got all of that stuff set up, I mean, we still got some other layers that we need to work on, but I think now is a good time to work on making the separate layers to the mouth. So, we're going to go to this part right here. And as I mentioned before, I talked about this one at the beginning of the stream, where we made all the other layers, we gave them an automatic, So when it came to the other layers, I made their meshes. There we go. I used the auto mesh for those ones, so I wouldn't have to go through all the work. Which also reminds me, hold on a second. Looking at this, we're going to need to go back to this mesh over here again. Let's go to this mesh manually a bit. Pull this out a little more. That should be a good spot. That one is fine. We're going to pull this part out a bit more, because some of the parts on these meshes are missing. I don't think that's going to help in the long run. But let's get these parts and pull them out a little bit. That spot should be good. Let's put the OK. Yep, as I thought. They were we were losing a little bit of it. Now we got to go back to the other side and fix those ones up, because those ones are missing a few pieces. So, manual mesh. Oh, this one's an absolute mess. You know what? That's fine. We could work with this still. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, this is why sometimes it's better to just do the manual mesh, because depending on the layer, sometimes a manual mesh is better, because then you end up with an absolute cluster like this. We do not want that. We're just going to put that, and now those two meshes are good. We're going to leave that alone there. And funny enough, the whiskers are showing the prime example as to why, when it comes to the mouth deformer, we're gonna want to do that part manually. The mouth deformer, the eyebrow deformer, or not the eyebrow deformer, the meshes for the mouth, the eyelids, and the eyebrows. Those are ones that normally want to do manually, because you don't want to leave that in the hands of the program itself to make the auto mesh, because it'll leave it like an absolute mess, like what just happened right here with the whiskers. But the whiskers are, we can let the whiskers slide for the most part, because they're not supposed to be as intricate when it comes to their movement in comparison to the mouth or the eyelids or the eyebrows. Luckily, this cat isn't going to have any of that intricacies when it comes to the eyelids all that much. So, Or at least fortunate on that part. But for the mouth, it's time to go manual. So, let's start selecting the parts and pieces that we need specifically. Which is... How do I go about this? Or how do I explain this one? Well, first, we want to get the lines that are needed specifically for... Yeah, we want to start off with the lines specifically for the mouth mesh. Ah, music stopped. Hold on a minute. Now, for this part, for this mesh, we're going to need to go all the way around. We'll move that manually later. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Ah, for crying out loud. Hold on. We need to go all the way back to the beginning. Because we need to select this whole thing and get rid of the whole... Yeah, we need to get rid of this whole mesh right here. Because they kind of they kind of already added a simple square mesh, but we do not want that. We do not want that square mesh there. So now, we start it up again. We have this whole thing go all the way around the face. Well, just the mouth part anyway. Have it go all the way around the mouth. Like so. Then we put one spot in the center. I don't even know how intricate we're gonna go with making mouth animations, but we're gonna find that out when we get there. We'll find that out when we get there. Now that we made it that far, as for this part of it, we're going to make it a little bit simpler. We're going to have this spread out just a little bit more. This way it's not too complicated at the top. We only want the intricacy at the bottom here, because this is going to be the part that warps more than anything else. But once we get to this section, we take a few liberties, because we don't want this one to go too crazy. And if it does get a little lost when we're working on everything, it won't be too difficult to get everything back in comparison to, you know, these meshes. Now let's add... Oh, hold on a minute. Now we just want to go with a bit of a zigzag right here. Hydrate? Alright, will do. Thank you for the hydrate there, Ryu. Not gonna lie, I desperately needed that one. Hold up. We just need to go all the way across with this. Just keep on zigzagging till we get to the very end. Okay. I steal your orange chicken. No, wait. I steal orange chicken. Ah, fair. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Or yeah. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. We're currently working on trying to rig the face of a cat. I'm trying to remember how this part goes. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yo, I steal orange chicken. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Cat seems nice. No, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I actually planning on setting this one up. Oh, right, that's what it was. I need to make another Etsy page for either an Etsy page or somewhere else. Where do people usually put Live2d models? I don't know. But that's what I gotta find out. Where on earth do Live2d models go? Cool. I won't steal your orange chicken. Oh, thank God. Because you know what? I like food. Thank you for not stealing the chicken. Alright, let's put that right there. We bring that down over there. And then we just start connecting all these spots, all these lines. Wait. I just realized how we had to handle this situation. So, we're going to delete all of that, unfortunately, because here's what we actually really need to do. Which, I'm gonna lie, I may not have thought that one through. Or maybe not so much not thought that through, but I may have forgotten a step. So, here's what we gotta do. First, select this spot. We need to make these lines go all the way across the actual cat face. Like so. Little by little, all the way across. Bring this one down a little bit. There we go. Like so. But we want to add a lot to these lines. Right there should be good. And we keep on going. Multiple sides, multiple lines. And I'll show you what I mean when we're done. Boom, we're all set with that part. Now, it seems like hard work. I'm too lazy for that. Completely understandable. Yeah, this is... I've mentioned this part to a lot of folks, where Live2d, it's very daunting at first. It definitely feels like it's one of those very intimidating things to, try out. But, or, to learn. It's very intimidating to learn. But once you learn it, you find out, well, it's not so bad. It's just really, really tedious. There we go. As anyone who's been watching this stream right now has realized that, yeah, there's a lot of work involved. It's not complicated or intimidating work. It's just, yeah, it's just a lot of work. It's just a lot of work is all. But once you get the hang of it, it's really worth if you like making, or if you like coming up with model designs and seeing them in action, doing the Live2d stuff is definitely well worth the trouble. Although, to be fair, it's still a lot of trouble. And hey, you might even be able to make some money, or yeah, make some money off of it by doing the job that other folks don't want to do, which is the actual Live2d model. Which I don't blame them for not wanting to make an actual Live2d model, because sometimes, like I said, it's either very intimidating, very tedious, or yeah, very intimidating, or very tedious, or very time-consuming. So, for some folks, it's just easier for them to just send the work to somebody else to get it done. And to those folks, thank you. Now, you would think that, because, again, we live in that type of world where, that someone says, oh, yeah, I'd rather just leave the job to someone else. There's going to be a lot of folks like, oh, really? Why? You're too good to do the job yourself? Or, like, if you learned how to do it yourself, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And here but I'm the type of person who will be sitting here saying, thank you. Because you know what? The fact that you don't want to do the job means that folks like us can get paid for it. Yo, Murray, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Lumpy Moth. JK. Hello, Lampy. You know, it's not the first time I've been, or yeah, it's not the first time I've been called Lumpy. Like, one person was really tired and just stuttered over their words and just, you know, they tried to say Lampy, but they just kept saying Lumpy. Like, no, wait, that's not it. I'm like, you know what? That's completely fair. I'm sleepy, but I'm good. Just relaxing? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm back. Got some breakfast. Ooh, nice. What kind of breakfast you get? They're pancakes. But yeah, anyway, long story short, Live2d is definitely okay. If you think it's something you might want to do, it might definitely be worth a try. If you know full well that it's something you don't want to do, then that is completely understandable. Because, yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of work. But if you can manage that work, you can make wonders. For example, literally everything, yeah, both of the models that you see on the right were made by yours truly. And let me tell you, that one was a bit of tricky. Why? Because I had to, let's zoom in, or yeah, let's go back to these models right quick. Yeah, had to work on the facial expressions. A lot of facial expressions. A lot of facial expressions. Is there anything else past that? Nope, that's all the facial expressions. And if you thought, oh, okay, facial expressions, you know, that's not so bad. The actual movement is another thing, along with the physics behind the movement. The hair took me a while to figure out. Along with, you know, small animations here and there, or, you know, toggles and stuff, as well as, you know, gun. Gun was definitely an interesting one. And last but not least, okay, the model in the back. Yeah, the Live2d model that you see in the back, the Angel. Let me tell you, that one was a lot of work because of, not only because of the movements, not only because of the expressions, not only because of, you know, the physics, but the wings. Why do I say the wings were a lot of work? Well, I think that answers the question well enough. Wings are a pain. But it was, again, like I said, it was well worth it to have the wings actually animate like that, needless to say. Both wings were really... Okay. Lampy's wings, they were fun. Had no idea what I was doing. I literally had to look into so many different videos that were completely wing unrelated just to figure out, would this work? Also, thank you for the hydrate and thank you for the save. Or yeah, thank you for the save there, Chaya, and thank you for the save, Orange Chicken. Or do you prefer I Steel? You let me know. That looks amazing. No, thanks. I'm glad you like it. And this is what I mean, where sometimes it takes a lot of work, so I can understand why folks would, you know, choose not to do so. Orange chicken? Orange chicken it is. A lot of hard work, but well worth it. Exactly, exactly. That's what I was saying. Sometimes it's a lot of hard work, but it is definitely well worth it when it's all set. Hold up. No, that one did reach the max line, so we just gotta bring this up a bit. There we go, that should be good. That should work. But yeah. And let me tell you, those wings in the background, just having them open, that... You have no idea how many layers are in that wing. You have no idea how many layers are in a single wing, let alone both sides. There was a lot of rotation deformers just for the wing opening. Whew. So yeah, it was a lot of work. But like I said, this is one of those programs or one of those projects where, although to be fair, you don't have to go as ham as I did when it comes to these things. You can go real simple. I'll show you what I mean. Like, okay, I'll show you exactly what I mean, because when I first started this out, when I first tried out Live2d, I can definitely tell you, I didn't go as ham as you see right here. I'm gonna show you the old school model. I'm gonna show you 1.0 Lampy for this one. If you look at 1.0 Lampy over here, there's barely anything going on. The antennae barely work. They're barely even visible now that I think about it. They barely work. They barely move. Lampy has no... The wings don't move. The gun... Yeah, the wings don't move. There is no gun. I still kept the animations, though. I still kept some of the expressions and stuff, which I do not have set up right now. But yeah, as you can see, very, very simple. Very, you know, yeah, very simple in comparison to current... Oh, that's not it. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, in comparison, you don't have to go as crazy. It's more so of a thing that if it's the thing that you want to do, then yeah, you could slowly but surely work your way there. Okay. But if there are some things where you just do not want to do, like the wing animation that you just saw not too long ago, or make a gun, or any of that stuff, if that's not the sort of stuff that you want to do, then you don't have to do that. If you want to make a very simple model, you can make a very simple model. Just go at your pace is the best way to go about it. Go at your pace. Alright, now let's go back over here because we need to select this spot, and then finish things off by adding it right there. Go back over to this side. Now we got to select all these parts and pieces and, you know, just line them all up. Then we'll be all set. All right, now let me see. Okay. Now I try to catch up with some stuff. Just relaxing. Yo, nice. Glad to hear that things are going well for you there, Marie. Just a little bit of cereal. I'm trying to eat less so I can lose some weight. What's the word I'm looking for? I commend you for that one. I have been struggling with trying to eat less myself. Sometimes food is tough, but I believe in you there, buddy. You got this. Stick to the commitment. I believe you can do it. That gun is super intimidating. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no intimidation here, none whatsoever. I don't see where the issue is. Ooh, biscuits? Was that about biscuits? Looks amazing, absolutely. Oh, thanks. Okay, a lot of hard work, but well worth it. Exactly. Okay, sweet Hawaiian orange chicken sounds good. Dang, now I need to get Chinese food later. I need to get Chinese food after this. I can't get it after this stream, but, yeah, I need to get food after this. I probably shouldn't. You know what? Yeah, I probably shouldn't get food. It's probably best not to get food. Gotta go, man. Good luck. All right there, Orange Chicken. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. That's a double barrel shotgun. Indeed, it is a double barrel shotgun. It even fires and everything. But yeah, you take care, buddy. I hope you have a good day. Better tomorrow. A great week. All right, and let's see. What do we got to do next? All right, next part is we got to select this. And now we got to make all the lines that go around the face. But dang, it fires too? Indeed, it does fire. Really, most overpowered moth there is. I wish I could take that mantle. I mean, maybe someday. I mean, to be fair... Actually, you know what? Yeah, overpowered moth. There we go. You know what? I will take that title, because there's a lot of Eldritch and cryptids out there. But there aren't too many moths. We got Mothman, Moth Girls, Moth Thingies, or, Eldritch moths. But we don't have any real or we don't have many. I wouldn't say we don't have a real. I say we don't have many just moth. That's where I roll. That's where I step in. I am the moth that knocks. I think that's how the line goes. I don't know. Oh yeah, thank you there, PJ. Now what on earth? Now how do I set up this part? Hold on a minute. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go all the way across these here lines. Oh, also, just to make that part clear, in case anyone thinks that I'm talking smack about the others, no, I am not talking smack. Because you know what? Like I said, we all have our different choices, our different decisions when it comes to a lot of different things. Some folks want to go with the cryptid route. Some folks want to go with the Eldritch deity route. Others want to go with the whole maybe demon moths, monster whatever they want to do. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I just decided to choose a route that apparently not a lot of folks took, which is bug. Their barrels are full of black stuff. Yes. Full of lead. Like that. Welcome in, Boss Hunter. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Now let me see. So we select that part, select there, and there, and there, and there. That should be all good at that spot. Now for the final thing, which is select. Actually, you know what? We're going to select right here instead. Oh, I guess we can't. Okay, so we're going to just select this side one more time. 1, 2, 3. We just keep on going until we get through all of it. Because we just got to keep on going. Keep on going, keep on rolling. And we finally finish it off. Let's see. Are the two mouth ends supposed to be connected differently like that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. We just gotta get to... Okay, we just need this part to be very intricate. And then after that, everything else, we just gotta... Hold on, actually. Here's what we're gonna do. After that point, we just gotta... Whatchamacallit? Since... Okay, the blue part of the mouth that you see here, it's not supposed to move all that much. The blue part of the mouth, not a lot of movement. We'll just connect it right there. That should be good. And actually, you know what? We'll connect it on that part. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think is a good spot right here. And then from there, we just start connecting everything. Because like I said, the middle part, not a lot of movement here. We don't need to put a lot of trouble on this part. Also, give me a second there, folks. That should be a good spot to leave it. Actually, no, one more. Is right here. Then 1, 2, 3. And if things are a little messed up, then we can just always go back and fix them. So, but the center part, not too much work to do. We just need the outside more than anything else to have all the intricacies and all that stuff. All right, let's see. That 200 agility wasn't earned or wasted? Well, let's see you dodge this one then.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Thank you. I've been waiting a while to use that animation. There we go. What? What happened? We got shot to Skyrim. Indeed, indeed. Yo, Icy, good to see you. How you be? Time machine? Alright, time machine it is. Okay, hold on a minute. Where is Live2d? Okay, there we go. And Live2d. Thank you for redeeming Live2d. And we're all set up. Yeah. Also, Doom, good to see you. Or yeah, Doom Bent, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. How much HP did we take there, boss hunter? Alright, let's see. What am I trying to do next? Right, back to the Live2d. What we need to do is now select these last parts and just connect all these pieces here. I don't know if that was... I don't know what that sound was, but that definitely sounded like... It was either rolling dumpsters or that was fireworks again. It's hard to tell from here. Give me 1 second, folks, while we work on all of this, because, again, this is one of those tedious things where we just got to get all that work in there. And then once it's all set... Now, chances are, the way I'm making this probably isn't the most effective, but... I don't care. I'm going to make this work somehow, some way. Now, the only thing that we really needed to focus on when it comes to this sort of thing is this part in particular. We needed this part more than anything else to be effective. Past that, should be okay. Once we got this selected, that's when I will start reading what on earth is being said, because I know chances are a lot is being said, and I don't know what it is right now. So give me 1 moment, and I will get to that there for you folks. I will get back to the reading. But yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're all good. This should be the mouth. There we go. That looks like an absolute mess, but this part is clean, and that's what matters. Whew. Let's see. Gosh dang it, Lampy. I'm so glad I wasn't eating cereal when you did that, because I'd probably have spilled some flakes on my keyboard. Oh, thank God then. And at the same time, well, I'm glad that you enjoyed the skit. Funny enough, there was a... Okay, how did it go? Funny enough, that was inspired by another person that they started their stream like that. That clip made my morning. Oh, nice. I'm glad that you enjoyed. But yeah, that was actually inspired by another streamer where they decided that one day they were going to start their stream not the usual way where it just moves on to one of the, how do I put it? You know how a lot of other streamers, like a lot of other VTubers, they do the thing where they have different scenes, like they have the game scene, the room scene, all of that stuff. They moved the scene to the room, but instead of starting the stream in one of the main scenes, they started the stream with the Skyrim intro instead. So it's like, oh, okay. I was not expecting that one. And so when that happened, after a while, some folks were bringing up, like, come on, that gun doesn't even fire. So I thought, all right, so the gun doesn't fire, huh? looks like we're gonna need to add some additions to this stream. And I took inspiration from that, so I decided if I get the opportunity to shoot folks, I'm shooting them into Skyrim. But for the sake of it, we're not gonna throw that one often, because then it loses the magic. So enjoy it when you do, because chances are it's gonna be a rare occasion. Or at least I'm gonna try to make it a rare occasion. Okay. I'm doing good. And how is that cat? So far, all right. We got the mouth. We're currently working on the mouth right now. We got the top part of the mouth we got the top part of the mouth all set up. So we're getting there little by little, little by little. Like Sonic punches Mario into Minecraft. Exactly. It's like that. My lips are sealed on that. I don't want to spoil the joke for others. Ah, completely fair. And I thank you for that one. I greatly appreciate it. Cat has a hive mind of 4,800 HP left. Nobody asked to be shot. That's what you think. According to I Made It the Heck Up, we have 5.4k HP plus half defense. Your funky gun is armor piercing. Exactly. We needed the armor piercing. We needed to pierce everything with bullets. Anyway, so we got that part of the mouth. Now we need to go to the bottom half. And, well, good lord, we got to do it again. Actually, you know what? Let me try something. Let's see what happens. We're going to go back to this mouth. We're going to go to... Yeah, we're just going to go to this part, and we're going to auto mesh and see what happens. Heavy auto mesh. Okay, so this is what we got when we got the auto mesh. And this is why I say sometimes a heavy auto mesh might not be the best option. You'll see what I mean. We're going to go to manual. This is the mouth. This is the heavy auto mesh. I mean, for the most part, it kind of works, but at the same time, I can already tell that when we move all of this stuff, this side here is going to be this outside part is already a mess. This part here is fine, but everything else around it has a little too much going on, which is why I mentioned that it just does not have the same thing going for it right now. So we're going to go back. We're not going to go back. We're going to select all of this stuff. We're going to delete it. And we're going to do this manually. All right, let's see. Oh, Lampy, I need to get going in a bit, but first, do you have a typical streaming schedule or do you just stream whenever? Okay, so my streaming schedule is, what's the word I'm talking about? Oh, you're still at 1.0? Oh yeah, I went back to 1.0 because someone redeemed a time machine. Who redeemed time machine? Oh, it was Doom Ben. Okay, so my usual streaming schedule is usually Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. PST. And I usually try to let everyone know when I'm streaming either on the Discord or on Twitter. Also, if you try to join the Discord, I'll have to manually add you in afterwards. So if you join the Discord and it doesn't let you in, do not worry. That's just a safety protocol. Okay, lurk. All right, you do your lurk in there, Doom Ben. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And if I'm correct, when you got the sub was, yeah, during the hype train that people were trying to set up. Can I be shot? Yo, Thoro, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for the crab rag. How you be there, buddy? I hope you're having a good day. Also, hold on. We're currently using Time Machine at the moment because someone requested Old School Lampy. Or someone redeemed Time Machine, so here we are. Also, good to see you there, Dorito. Thank you for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run to arms or Russ. Need anything? Arms. Lots and lots of arms. Stretch. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the stretch. Greatly appreciate it. All right, if I'm correct, this one. Oh, it at least still has the pen though. It still has the tablet pen, so that's cool. Okay, I need to go get ready for work now. Have a good stream, Lampy. All right. Thank you there, PJ. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for stopping by. You go get to work. I wish you the best of luck at it. And I hope you have a good day. Better tomorrow. A great week. Take care now, buddy. Okay, let's see. Why are your eyes more sunken in? And why are you skinnier than usual? Because we went to the time machine. Time to do the time warp again. Okay. Now, what we need to do here. Give me one moment there, folks. I just need to set up the mouth right here for the cat. I need to set up the manual mesh for this one because, needless to say, this one needs a lot of meshes. But yeah, thank you for the crab rave. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, thank you for the crab rave there, Thorol. For once, I'm not tired and messed up the name. Let's go. Okay. Is that what you used to look like? Indeed, this is Lampy 1.0 right now. This is the very first Lampy model. Granted, we only got like 3 versions of the Lampy model right now, but yeah. I'm not counting the Hollow Knight Lampy because that's just a reskin. That's just a recolor. But yeah, we'll switch back to the old school, or yeah, we'll switch back to 2.0 in a little bit. I just don't want to, you know, leave this redeem hanging, or, you know, I don't want someone to redeem a time machine and then it just, you know, we show it off and then it goes away like literally 30 seconds. All right, I don't think I ever asked this. How's everybody's weekend? I know it's only Tuesday, but actually, since it's Tuesday, how did everybody enjoy their weekend? I hope it all went well. Now, this looks a little messed up, but that's okay. We can fix this later. What I mostly want to do is just get the setup first. Then we fix everything up from there. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm asleep because tired. Have a good day, Lampy. All right there, Dorito. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You go get that rest. I hope you have a good night. Better tomorrow. A great weekend. Take care, buddy. Although, funny enough. Apparently, okay, I'll get your arms. How many? Yes, all the arms. Okay, so also, funny thing is, here's the interesting thing about the Lampy 1.0. Apparently, it disturbs a good number of people. Like, there were some folks that saw it and thought it was really cool, but I've also had some folks tell me that, yeah, they couldn't watch my streams because whenever they showed up to the stream when I had Lampy 1.0, they, you know, apparently Lampy 1.0 looks a lot more like a bug than 2.0. In case you hadn't seen 2.0, here we go. Compare this one to 1.0, and apparently 1.0 has a lot more, it gives off a more bug-like feel in comparison to 2.0. So, yeah, there were actually some folks where they saw the model and they were like, nope, I cannot watch this. Like, it's a chill vibe stream, and you know, they're just doing art, and you know, it's not really going that crazy at the moment, but that's literally a bug on the screen. I gotta go. I was like, that's fair. Hydrate. All right, hydrate and posture check. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check there, buddy. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. It's the shadows. They tick that horror movie part of the brain. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Especially since there's like a shadow on one side. Like, it definitely gives off that sense of, you know, I could see that. It gives off that sense of, I don't know what the word is. But yeah, I mean, I guess horror vibe, as you mentioned there, Boss Hunter. You know what? Let's go with that one. Like that, I think that's actually a good example, right? So yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna move this one a little bit closer over here. Looks like the cat is out of the bag. Ah, for Christ's sake. Thank you for stopping by, though, Di. I greatly appreciate it. And why you gotta show up with a fun. Something of, let's see. A wrongness? Maybe. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, the eyes definitely do give off a more sunken look. Oh, whoops, wrong one. The eyes definitely do give off a much more sunken look. Good night, Lampy. All right there, Murray. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You go get that rest. Or take care of work. Whatever it may be. I hope it goes well. And I hope you have a good night. Or tomorrow. A great week. Take care now, buddy. Something wicked, maybe? Maybe. To be fair, it looks almost corpse-like. Interesting take. I did not even think of that one. I like it. I should totally try to bring back that vibe on a 3.0 model. No, I'm kidding. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. We'll find that out. Okay, you know what? I think it is. Yeah, as you mentioned, like, the eyes light up in a different way. It has a different sense of lighting up. Like, for example, you go back to the old school, the eyes are a lot brighter. Yeah, they're a lot brighter and they're a lot more full. In comparison to this one, where you can see that the eyes are very dim. They're lit up, but for the most part, they're dim. Okay, Lampy, if you don't take notes of this and maximize it on Halloween, I will lose faith in you. Don't tell me what to do. Besides, we already know other ways of trying to get that horror aspect behind it all. Known as the necromorph facets. Yeah, because the necromorph, I feel like the necromorph facets worked really well last Halloween. Although then again, I think we need to come up with something else for that. Try to figure something out on that one. It almost looks like you are looking into our soul. I mean, you never know. You never know. Alright, anyway. Back to the regular. That's not the regular. You know what? Radio stops? Maybe. I will also say this, like, as much as I would like to, you know, make a more horror aspect Lampy model, that takes work. I'm still already working on a different model as it is. Yeah, I'm already working on a new model of my own. I'm working on the cat model, and I'm also working on a model for a Mr. Chips. So that one, it's gonna be a while, which also reminds me, hold on. Folks, if you haven't checked out a Mr. Chips, I highly suggest you do, because they're going to be getting a new, they're going to be getting a new model soon. And guess who's the one that's making it for them? Go ahead, take a wild guess. Anyway, going back to the main thing, go check them out. They have a very chill stream. It's a really awesome time over there. Like, it's a really, it's a fun time over there. They play a variety of games. It's always like a great place to be. If you haven't checked them out. Bob Moss. Yes, Bob Ross is the one making that Live2d model for them from Beyond the Grave. Ooh, spooky. Anyway. What am I doing this with the mouse for? Hold up. I just realized this whole thing could be a lot faster if I just used the pen tablet. I'm sitting here using the mouse like a schmuck. Yeah, here I am using the mouse. Give me a second while I just go hyper-focus for a moment. As I get this whole thing down. But yeah, again, like I said, go follow Mr. Chip. Really awesome dude. Okay. So now that we got that part, we're going to go to this side. We're just going to select this whole part around the mount. Whole thing right here. Maybe right here. And then we connect right there. You know what? I don't think... You know what? Just in case. Just to be safe. Just to be safe on that one, we're just going to select this whole part right here. Right. Select there, and then here, and there, and blah, blah, blah. Right, after I was supposed to check. Okay. That's probably the most interesting character design I've ever seen. Yo, thanks. I'm glad you like it. And welcome in there, Phoebes to Z? I think that's how you pronounce it. You let me know if I pronounce that right. And thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Hi, my name is Lampy. Small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some Live2d rigging streams, and today is one of those rigging streams. I'm currently working on trying to rig a Live2d cat. Yeah, that's about it. Trying to work on a Live2d cat. That's I don't know where else to go from there. And I hope you enjoy your stay. And I hope you enjoy the stream. What was I talking about again? I don't remember. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out along the way. Okay. Hello. I always wondered how people did rigging. Then this is the perfect place for you, because whenever I do these sort of Live2d rigging stuff, I usually try to explain what I'm doing along the way, because I don't know. I don't know. That's just the thing for me. Whenever I'm doing work, or whenever I see a lot of folks doing work, I usually wonder, like, why not explain what's going on? Because, or to be fair, maybe that's just a personal thing for me. Like, I've had a lot of experiences where, you know, I go to places, or, you know, I hang out with friends or stuff like that, and I don't know if anyone else has ever had this sort of situation where, you know, you hang out with friends, or, you know, you go to a job, or you see someone doing some work that you've never seen before, and they, you know, something usually pops up that is never explained, like an inside joke, or a history with other friends that they know of, and you're just kind of left there knowing absolutely nothing. And nobody explains the situation to you. Like, you know, someone brings up, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? And then they start talking about so-and-so, and you're like, I just met these people a few months ago. I don't know who so-and-so is. It's a very uncomfortable situation. Exactly. That's why whenever I bring up a inside joke, I usually bring up the inside joke, and then I immediately explain not the joke itself or why it's funny, but I explain what that situation is, because I know exactly how it feels where an inside joke is said, and I have no idea what's going on. I usually try to do that. And I also like to do the same thing whenever I'm working on any of this sort of stuff. So, like, for example, the Live2d thing. What we're doing right now is that I'm working on the meshes. Also, Water, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Lampy starting to rig everything? Indeed. We're trying to rig everything. Rig models and elections. I mean, what? Don't worry about it. Anyway, so what we're doing right now is that we're working on the mesh for the mount, for the bottom half of the mount. Because when it comes to these Live2d things, you want to work... Okay, there are certain parts on these Live2ds where, or on the layers of Live2d models, which, by the way, we're going to put okay, and then we're going to save, because we got this all set up. Now, when it comes to this stuff, I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes there are some models where you want to just let the computer work on the mesh for you. Like, for, let me show you what I mean. Let's go to this part right here. Let's go to, actually, let's go to the tail. The tail's a big one right here. Let's say there wasn't a mesh on this tail yet. Let's say there's no mesh. You have two different options, which is the manual mesh, which is what you just saw earlier, And then you have the automatic mesh, where you can select the whole thing, and you can put it either standard. Well, we lost it on standard, but that's fine. But, good lord, that lost even more of it. Come back here, you freaking thing. That's okay. We'll just bring it back. That's fine. Let's just close that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it wasn't supposed to do that normally. Normally, what it's supposed to do is add the mesh that you see right here. But for some reason, instead of adding the mesh, it just broke everything. Exactly. I don't know why. The tail just kept on breaking. But the point is, you can add an automatic mesh to the layer itself and have the computer or the program generate the mesh for you. However, there are certain parts where you kind of want to do that on your own, which is the mouth, or yeah, usually it's either the mouth. Oh, what the? What happened there? Hold up. Okay, and we're good. Okay, so I wasn't looking at the models, and for some reason the models started switching up the expressions and all that stuff. Like, that's not what I needed right now. But anyway, for the mouth, like, for certain layers, like the mouth, the eyelashes, and the eyebrows, stuff like that, you want to manually make the mesh yourself, because if you generate it, it might come out super wonky. I mean, granted, you can still do so on its own, but it might be a little more difficult. So those situations you might want to set up manually in some way, shape, or form. Huh? What's up there, Bakwa? I know what you're talking about. Okay. Living in China and not speaking Chinese with Chinese friends, I definitely get what you mean. Ah, see, exactly, that sort of situation. I mean, that's another example right there. Like, let's say two people start speaking in their own language, and you're just sitting there knowing none of that language, and now you're kind of stuck, like, Well, y'all let me know when you're done. And, you know, that's why, you know, whenever I talk about anything, I usually want to bring people in by telling them what on earth is being said, so they don't just sit there thinking, what's going on? Like our jokes that we do. Exactly. I try to explain to folks whatever joke that is, whatever it may be. When the joke isn't about propane. Exactly. You need the joke about the propane and... Wait. You need sometimes you need jokes about propane and propane accessories. Now, in case for anyone who's new there, the joke going along with that one is that, I don't know why, people just like the Hank Hill impersonation, and I sometimes enjoy making Hank Hill impersonations. Hank Hill is a character from King of the Hill. If you haven't watched that show, then I don't know what to tell you past that point. But yeah, so with that being said, you know, occasionally there's a little bit of propane and propane accessories. Hank's really trying to take over. Yeah, I'm trying to repress that spirit of Hank Hill in me because it's hard to focus on doing anything else it's hard to focus on anything else while working on these projects. So, best thing that could be done is to repress the Hank Hill impression. Okay. Who doesn't love propane? Exactly. Who doesn't love propane and propane accessories? Anyway, what else am I trying to do? Lampy is never gonna win against Hank Hill allegations. Allegations? No, I'm talking about possession. Also, Phoebes to Z, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a Lampy now. You don't know what that means? Don't worry about it. Alright. Better head to bed since I have work in the morning. Hope you have a great night and an amazing stream, Lampy. Alright there, Chaya. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You go get that rest. Yeah, you go back, or yeah, you go to sleep. You head off to bed. I hope you have a good night, better tomorrow, and a great week, and good luck with work. Take care now, buddy. Okay, did I miss anything? Okay, we're all good. Whew. Okay, let me see. We got the, yeah. Oh, right. Do I need to, yeah. Hold up. Save. Thank you for the save there, Buck Water. Now, let me see. Okay, so now that we got the meshes for the mount, we don't need to do much else past that part. Also, good lord, that last part's going to be a difficult one to pronounce. Adrian Kaharisi? Don't break bones. I'm gonna try. No promises. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know if I pronounced that second part properly. Also, thank you for the stretch there, Phoebes and Adrian. Yeah. Welcome to the Moth Fleet there, Adrian. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Whew. All right. Now, let me see. Where's the next part? Now, unfortunately, we haven't done any of the actual parameter movement stuff just yet. We have been mostly working on setting up the deformers right quick, because though this part is very tedious and very boring, it's very, very vital to the project at hand. I'll show you what I mean. You know what? I think enough people are, I think it's been a long enough time that we could repeat this one more time. So let's go to one of the deformers. Let's go with deformer head, or you know what? Face. Let's go with the face deformer. We're gonna go with the face deformer, and it's gonna be very scuffed, but we're gonna have it move left to right, or left and right, using the angle X parameter up here. Now, to explain the deformers and the parameters before we get started. I usually try to use this sort of example when it comes to the parameters and the deformers. The deformers, okay, so the parameters basically is what you use to move things around. The deformer is the actual movement that warps and shapes things. So, think of it like this. The parameter you see up here, like this spot this spot over here, the parameter is up here, angle X, that's like your steering wheel. You move this parameter left to right to determine where the deformer is. Now, if the parameter is the steering wheel, that would mean that the deformers are the tires. So if the parameters turn left, the deformer will turn left, and thus the cat's face will move left. So the model itself, think of it this way. The model that you see on the screen right now, that is the car. So yeah, this whole thing right here, you have as the car. The deformers are the tires to said car. That helps the car move left to right and all that stuff. And the parameter is the steering wheel. Now, with that, analogy set up, I'll show you exactly what I mean. We have the face right here. We're going to have the face. Yeah, basically, when we're done with it, the parameter will be able to move the face left to right. Not well just yet, but we're just going to show a simple example of how it's done. So, what we need to do is select the face deformer, basically the tires, go to our X parameter, and select the three, and we're going to add three keyforms. You can see that right here, where you see at the very top over here, you're going to see one little square that has two small dots. That adds two keyforms. And then you're going to have a square that has three dots. That has three keyforms. We're going to add the three keyform because the center is going to be regular. Now, you have three, with those three dots, those are going to help determine how this is going to all work out. So we're going to move the red dot all the way to the right. And now, we're going to select this side. We're just going to move it to the right over here. We're not going to go through all the details just yet, but in the long run, once we're all finished with this, it'll be a fully functioning model, like the two that you see on the right here. By the way, in case you were wondering, who made the model on the right, who made the two models that are on the right? that would be yours truly. The Moth with the gun. Don't worry about the gun. I just always like showing off the gun. Anyway, now that we got that set up, we're going to bring this circle all the way to the left. We're going to drag this whole thing to the left side. And now we're going to bring this back to the center. Now that we got that all set up, there was a main reason why we had to move everything on one side of the parameter and then to the other side of the parameter. Or, yeah, we had to move it on the opposite ends of the parameters before we actually moved anything. Because, let's say we left it in the center, and then we moved everything around. Like, let's say we leave it up there. Well, now we don't have a default to go back to because we moved everything around in the center. The center is basically the default point. So, I'll show you again what I mean. We're gonna get rid of all the stuff. We're gonna put it all the way to the right. Since it's all the way onto the right, wherever we move it is what... Okay, basically, we'll move the parameter circle all the way to the right. And however we shape it here will be what is determined when we steer that parameter towards the right. I'll show you what I mean. Let's say we put this right over here. Not a lot of detail, not a lot. It's a very simple design. When you put it back in the center, it goes back to default. But when we move it back over to the right, you could see that it warps and moves in that direction. And you'll have the same effect if we move if we move the little red circle all the way to the left, and then we move the face over there. We go back to the center, everything's at default. So now, we got the two parameters moving in their separate directions and the deformers and all that stuff. And good lord, what is up with that part? We're gonna need to see what on earth is wrong with that side. Oh, might have gotten my answer. We're definitely going to need to fix that part. Oh well, that'll be fine. We can fix that. Yeah, we can fix that situation later. But anyway, that's how the deformers work. So now, that all done, we're going to get rid of all the key points on those parameters because we don't need it. I want to do first actually no, we still go back to the face because I still got a couple of ideas that we can work on with that part. Why is your voice so familiar? Because apparently my voice sounds like a lot of people. Also, Rummy Dairy, thank you for the follow. Or yeah, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Call me Drum. Alright, Drum sounds good to me. I hope you enjoy it. We are currently working on Cat. Alright. Excuse me, I got a clip here, but for personal reasons, I am not open to... Okay, I am not open to new Discords. Is there a mod I can contact or something? Only mod here is me and Scott. I think. You know what that means. Fish. That's true, we need to get fish for the cats. If I'm correct for the... Okay, let's see. I'm not open to new Discord. Wait, I don't understand. I'm a little confused on that one. Okay, so let me see. What's the next thing we need to do here? Right, we need to go to this part. And you know what? I don't know what this is all about, but we're going to go back to the manual parameter thingy here. You know what? I'm going to do something a little crazy. We are going to get the lasso tool, select this whole section right here. We're going to delete all of this, because I don't know what that is in the first place. We're going to see what happens after we do that. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. That should be fine. And then we just select OK. And yeah, I think that should be good. And then I don't know what on earth this whole mess is, but we're gonna go fix that. This is what I said. Sometimes the manual, or sometimes the automatic mesh, kind of messes things up. This is when you kind of have to go back in there and, yeah, go back into the mesh and kind of delete a few things, which we are gonna do right now. Just gonna move that there, and then that should be good. Then we select OK, and we're all set. We're solid. Though now that I'm trying to think about it, like who could my voice be familiar to? Interesting. I'll have to find out later. Yo, Nero, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. And I thank you for stopping by. We're actually working on the cat Live2d this time. Not like the last time when okay, so folks, for those of you who weren't there, Sunday, yeah, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. The voice is God. Lamp? Maybe. Or, I mean the lamp part, not the God part. I know full well it ain't it. Or at least as far as I know it ain't it. That'd be a terrifying experience. Like, I live my life, I die, and then only to find out that it turns out that's where God was the whole time. He's just trapped in a human body. Or the body of a moth. Good Lord, that would be even more terrifying. Like, why has God forsaken us? Because he's trapped inside the body of a moth and doesn't know it. That would make so much sense. Yo, Jason, thank you for the posture check. I greatly appreciate it. How you be? I hope you're having a good day. Sleeper cell God that never wakes up. Exactly. Good Lord, that's even more terrifying. Yeah. That'd be a crazy life. That'd be a crazy world existence right there, let me tell you. Chillin', how you feeling? Luckily, the weather has gone down. Thank God, because you know what? It has been way too warm today and yesterday. Actually, yesterday I feel like was worse because yesterday I literally passed out from the heat. I was like, nope, I can't do anything today. I am just going to completely snooze it out right now. Like, both day and night was ridiculously warm. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna save. And now let me see, what's the next move I need to make around here? Nice to be around. How's Sir Lampy Moth been? Baking, melting. But other than that, pretty good. Been working on a lot of stuff. Been like, work has been okay. Despite the fact that weather has been bad, work has been good. I've been getting a pretty decent amount right now. I got myself a Live2d model that I need to work on. There's a comic that is literally at the cusp of being finished. We're almost there. And there's going to be a new thumbnail that I'm going to be working on. Someone's requesting a thumbnail for me to draw. It's going to be definitely a cry themed. I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah, there's been a lot. And Cheshire Stray, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it, as well as you, Hockey Nut. How y'all be? It's almost 10 p.m. and still 108. I know, right? That's what I'm talking about, where the weather is ridiculous out here right now. It's about 9:45 for me, and it's still freaking warm. It's still ridiculously warm. What on earth is going on here? Hold on a minute. We need to fix this situation, because that's a mess right there. Okay. We need to go back to the mesh. Like right here. We'll leave it on this spot. Connect there. Connect there. Then we're just going to move this all the way over here. That should be good. Click OK. And yep, now we're set. Now we're golden. Is that side fine? That side's fine. This part also needs a bit of a fix. Give me a second there, folks. Yeah, now I definitely see why a lot of folks just decide to skip out on the, or not skip out, but now I see why a lot of folks just decide to make the manual thing done right there. Okay, we're gonna select this side, connect those two parts. Boom, there we go. Let's fix up these other sections right here because they're lacking in a little spots. Select this side, move it all the way out over here, move that side over there, there, and there. A little bit of there, a little bit more on that side, and we should be good in that section. Now, let's see how this all turns out now that we're all done. Select OK. Now we got the, now we got the whiskers all set up. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, how about yourself there, Hockey Nut? Hope things are going well. Was a good day. Husband wanted to get out of the house, so we left about 3 p.m. and just got back about 45 minutes ago. Ooh, nice. And you know what? That's probably a smart move. Again, considering the ridiculous weather right now, going somewhere that's warmer or cooler, or that has air conditioning, is probably for the best. Okay, we need to go to this side and fix that all up again. Because again, this cat needs to be of fairly decent quality. We'll move it more to this side and then pull this one up a bit more. Move that side over there. That ain't the business. Okay, that should be good. Then we move this one a lot further up. We branch this part out a bit, branch that part out a bit. And we put the OK, and now we're good. We're all set. We're all solid. Let's just make sure there's no other mess ups around here, like ridiculous nonsense that I'm missing. No, we should be good. Let's save just to make sure. Hey, Lampy, how's it going? Yeah, so far so good. Luckily, I'm not dead, but it's pretty warm. Other than that, oh yeah, no worries. Folks have been spamming the hydrate redeem all day. Thank you, Hockey Nut, for the hydrate. Okay, to be more specific, he wanted to get me out of the house because bad times have been keeping me unwilling to do much. So he pushes me to do things. Ah, fair. That's a good idea right there. You know what? Because times do get tough, but that's a very supportive person right there. Like, they've been, you know, they're keeping you, you know, they're helping you out. Even if it's kind of, even sometimes if it's a difficult thing, they're there for you there, buddy. So that's a good thing right there. Oh, Lampy, I ate some bean-boozled beans, finally. I love the dishwater flavor. And I knew I would. Okay, so how does the dishwater flavor sound? That sounds... Let's see. That's cute how you're trying to remove the responsibility from yourself. When will you stop? Huh? Okay, hold on a minute. Give me a second on that one. Oops, hold up a minute there, folks. I have no idea what on earth this is all about, but, don't worry, folks. Thank you for leaving your name right there. We are going to make sure that you get all the attention you need. Okay, goodbye now. There we go. False alarm, or no worries, folks. I have no idea what that was all about, but people want to get attention for literally no reason. Anyway, because two things. One, drama. Two, politics. And three, where did that even come from? Anyway. So yeah, dishwater. Yeah. So what was the dishwater flavor? I want to know more about that. Not gonna lie, the toothpaste flavor is kind of tasty. Ah. But yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I can imagine that the toothpaste flavor would be pretty decent. Because again, got that mint flavor. Also, Cobble, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. But yeah, what on earth does dishwater taste like? I personally don't want to know, but it's also an interesting idea right there. Like, what on earth does the dishwater taste like? Okay, we're gonna put F R for that one. There we go. And as for this side, how do I put this one here? New deformer for that one will be F L. No, wait. Yeah, this one's FR. No, we already put an FR. Okay, so this one needs to be FR, and then we need to go back to the previous layer and put L for that. So, where'd it go? There it is. Yo, Mr. Pickles. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Let's see. It just tastes like... Okay, let's see. It just tastes like sucking on a sponge. So that's what dishwater tastes like. Wait. I don't think I know what... I don't know what sponge taste is. That's an interesting one right there. How are you? So far so good. I mean, we had a bit of an issue with a troll rolling in, but we handled that one immediately. And Cobble, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give you a shout out there, buddy. What were you up to? Folks, if you haven't checked out Cobble, I highly suggest you do. It's a really chill stream over there. And you know that they know what they're doing because, oh yeah, also they've been recently doing some art streams. So if you want to go check out some art, go check them out over there. And they know that, yeah, they know what they're doing because their voice sounds, or they've had experience on the radio. So go check that out if you haven't already. How did the art stream go there, Cobble? I hope it went well. But yeah, also, how about yourself there, Mr. Pickles? Or yeah, Mr. Pickles. Hope that. Also, thank you for the hydrate there, buddy. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, hope things that have been. What am I trying to say? Give me a second. I am trying to recollect myself for a minute. Okay, we're good. I hope things have been going well on your end as well. I'm good? Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad to hear it. Well, it went well. Yo, nice, nice, nice. What were you drawing, by the way, there? Yeah, what were you drawing there, by the way, Couple? Learning a lot about art every day. Fair. Yeah, art is a tricky one, but it's very, very fun. Especially when you're able to try out something that you haven't tried before. Like landscapes or something. Landscapes are still something I'm still trying to figure out myself. I think I have a somewhat understanding of how to draw the landscapes, but sometimes easier said than done. Alright, now let me see. What on earth am I trying to work on? Okay, so we got the whatchamacallit. Okay, so yeah, we got the... I apologize, folks. This is part of the day where my brain has officially fried. Because we have been I've been working on the Live2d rigging for about 3 hours now. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I've been working on that and talking nonstop and trying to keep up with multiple conversations, so bear with me. This is the part where my brain is basically dead, but we're getting there little by little. Also, Vanilla Knight and Daka, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, folks. Now, let me see. Which is the next part? Oh, the ears. We need to work on the ears next. So, ear fluff. That's not the fluff. That's not the ear fluff either. Ear fluff. Those two parts of the ears. Okay, so what we need to do, new layer, or new deformer. We're going to call that right ear. What the? Okay, we're gonna go back to that deformer and we're gonna name that the right thing. Right ear. There we go. Thank you for the crab rave there, Cobble. And let me see. Greetings, how are you doing? How is the stream going? Aside from this one troll that rolled on in trying to talk some smack, we so far so good. Just been working on a lot of stuff right here. Penspin. Thank you for redeeming Penspin. But yeah, other than that, stream has been going pretty well. Just been working on, you know, setting up the deformers before we can actually use them, but we're getting there little by little. But yeah, thank you for the Penspin there, Cobble. Greatly appreciate it. I sleep. All right there, Daka, you go get that rest, and I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. Take care now, buddy. I was drawing fan art of my friend Leachington in chibi form in my first drawing on the tablet, and I'm about to ready the color block. Ooh, nice. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, thank you for the crab rave as well. Now, let me see. So we got the ear. Okay, so we got the left ear. Or, yeah, we technically got their right ear. You know what I mean. And now for this one is going to be their left ear. So, left ear. There we go. And that should be all set. Also, I think the music just stopped. Give me a moment there, folks. Okay, I might call it in about 30 minutes, because my brain is fried. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, no, I'll leave it for about 30 more minutes. Then, I call it a night, and I head on out. Thank you for the shout-out, and thank you for being a great streamer. Lies and slander, I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you, I greatly appreciate it. Exciting and frustrating learning to draw at the same time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that one. Especially, once you get into a comfort zone, that's when... once you get into a comfort zone, or, yeah, once you try to break out of that comfort zone, it's very difficult to... Yeah, it's very difficult to break out of that comfort zone is what I'm trying to say. You get used to a certain way to draw, and then once you get used to that, trying something different it's a really difficult thing to pull off, honestly. Is that what the burning smell is? Indeed it is. Also go check your stove. But mostly check your stove, and if your stove is fine, then yeah, it's just my brain. Now, let me see. Oh, I know exactly what I need. So, these two parts I think are fine for now. Actually, no, we need to make each and every one of these parts a deformer. So, we're going to call this one F-E-L for front ear on the left side. So F-E-L. That's the main reason why we put that. Now for this part, we're going to put F-F-L for... No. We got to put E-F-L. You know, we're just going to call this elf. EFL, yeah, EFL is supposed to be standing for you know, the left side of the ear fluff. But you know what? I'm gonna just call it elf, just for the sake of it. No, in particular, no other reason other than it's really close to that. Okay, I have to get to bed. Oh yeah, let's see. I have to get to bed. Have a great stream, Lappy. All right, there, Cobble. Thank you for stopping by, and I thank you for the raid again. Greatly appreciate it. You go get that sleep, and I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. Take care now, buddy. I need to find my nail clippers, so my nails are fairly long, and I can't type. No worries there, buddy. I completely understand. Clampy, I'm gonna take a shower really quick, really quick. So BRB. All right, there, Icy. I hope it goes well. Don't slip. Whew. Okay. We got that part. Oh. The back part of the ear, we need to make a deformer for that. We're going to call that BEL. Create. And we're all set there. Anyway, so this is the complicated and a bit of confusing part when it comes to Live2d models, is that you basically got to make a deformer for almost everything. And guess what? Just if you thought, okay, so you got to make a deformer for all of the ear parts and all of that stuff, and then you're all set, right? Wrong. We got to make physics. We got to make separate deformers so they don't overlap on top of each other when it comes to the parameters. But you'll see what I mean when we get there. It's going to be a little complicated, but it's going to be a lot of work, but trust me, it's going to be well worth it. And this is one of those things that I wish I knew when I started out doing the Live2d stuff in the first place, because it would have saved me a lot of trouble. We'll get to that point when we get there. Also, Cupcake, good to see you. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. And I hope life's been treating you well. All right, so we're going to call this one, we're going to make a deformer for that part of the ear, and we're going to call it we're gonna call it well, let's look at what we called the previous one. So okay, so that's FE, so FER then. FER. And we put okay on that. Go to the ear fluff. We're gonna call that something, I don't know. I'm gonna call that There we go, perfect. And the last part, back ear. So since that one's back ear, that's going to be BER. That we put EB. That is not what I'm looking for. BE. And then we're all good, all set, and then boom, there we go. We're all set up right there. I'm not so good, but I will be fine. How are you doing? I'm sorry to hear that there, buddy. But I'm glad to hear that you'll be fine afterwards. That's good to hear then. As for me, luckily, the weather isn't so bad anymore. Things have stopped baking. Thank God. Because this afternoon has been a mess. It has just been absolutely like it's been absolute turmoil, let me tell you. But luckily, now that the sun is gone, it's slowly but surely like cooling down, which I desperately needed. Does the tail have its own? Yeah, the tail's fine on its own. Torso. Yeah, torso's okay. Okay, so we got the ears all set. We'll close the body for now. Head seems okay. Face, yeah, that's okay. Wait, no. Alright, so we got the... Alright, for the mouth deformer. Actually, we're going back over here one more time because there's one extra thing that we need to set up. If I'm correct, it should be this one. Deform brush tool, or was it deform path edit? If I'm correct, it was the not that one. Gonna close that. So it might have been this one. Nope, that ain't it either. Okay, we found it. We found it. All right, so here's the one that we gotta get. We gotta go for the mouth deforming and all that stuff. We need to pick this one, deform path edit, which looks like a circle with a line going across it, like a curved line going across it. This is the one that we need, because this is going to help us with the mouth deform, or yeah, the mouth deformations and all that stuff. I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit so we have a little more space. We'll come back to this part later. Right, so what we need to do, instead of selecting on the mouth, because this path is supposed to go along the mouth path right here, but instead of putting it exactly directly on this spot, we're going to bring it back a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more to the side. And I offer you a maid in these trying times. Stop offering people maids. Anyway, we're going to put that. We're going to put it just a little bit on the outside. And then we select this part of the edge. And then we just go along the path from here. But we don't want to make it a strong path, or we don't want to put too many of these. We just want to put enough of them so that it helps with the shape. So 4 across might be... Okay, 4 across might not be enough. We're going to put 5 across on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on this side, we just put another set. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we put the last one on the outside, like so. Now we're all set. This is the deformer path that we need. Now I'll show you how that's supposed to work right here. Okay, so let's find mouth open right quick. Mouth open form, there we go. Actually, you know what? Mouth form instead of mouth open. This is the form that we need. All right. We're gonna set up a three key form thingy, which is the green circles up here. We set up 3 green circles in this parameter. Now I'm gonna show you the part again about the whole steering wheel talk. We're gonna put it on this side. And this one's going to be, yeah, we move it all the way to the, actually, you know what? We're gonna move it all the way to the left. All the way to the left is supposed to help us with the frowny face. Now that we got that, we're gonna shape all this stuff around. Oops, wrong one. We have to go to this side next. Okay, maybe not that one. Select this thingy right here. This should be good. We're gonna drag this down, all the way down. And we just take the, this is why we made this is why we made the edit path. Because by using this path, we're able to move everything around and shape the mouth as we see fit to make the cat mouth more of a frowny face more than anything. And this is exactly what we were looking for here. Get that frowny face in. So this way, all we gotta do is just select the green dots and move them around however we see fit to get that frowny face expression in there. Now, of course, once we're all done with that part, we're going to need to go back over here and reshape the top part a little bit, because this method usually isn't very perfect. It's a good opportunity and a good shot, but sometimes we need to go back a bit and fix the things that we missed out on. Yep. We need to get to those, we need to get to the points on these things, move them around until they are in the exact right spot that they need to be. We're gonna do that right now. Move all this stuff around. Right, where's my pen? This is usually the time when you want to get the tablet pen. if you have one. If not, the mouse still works just fine. It's just that for me personally, the tablet pen moves really, really well for this. And that should be good right there. Let me see. Did you teach yourself how to rig, or did you take classes? Okay, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, so I tried to teach myself on this one. I looked into a lot of YouTube videos on how this sort of thing works, and I would say one of the best, if not the best, channel that I saw was... Let me try to find the name right quick. And oh, yeah, there we go. The best channel that I've seen that helped me with this stuff, try to figure all this stuff out, was Dream Trope. They went into a lot of detail on how to go about the... They went into a lot of detail on how to do many different things in Live2d. Watching their videos helped me understand how the physics work, how the animation stuff works, how just the parameters and all of that stuff, like facial expressions, everything. I learned a lot of stuff from that channel. And if there's any channel that I would recommend checking out to see, like, how on earth do you do this Live2d stuff, I would say that's the first one to check out, is the Dream Trope thing. And that's how I learned how to figure out some of this stuff. There are some other things that I had to look into that maybe that channel did not help me with, but for the most part, it helped me with more than enough than I could possibly imagine. Because, again, if it wasn't for that channel, I would not even know half of the stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't even know half of the stuff. I wouldn't even know a quarter of the stuff that I know now. Alright. Now that we got a bit of a... Okay, we need more of a frowny face. We need to bring this down a little bit more. Drag this more a little bit over here on this side. Move this one up a bit. Okay, and so now we got a bit of a frowny face going on there, so that's good. Pull this side a bit more. Now that we got the frowny face, I'm going to show you the parameter thing again. We set that up on the left side to make sure that this all went down properly. Now, we move it back to regular. Very happy cat. Very simple, very easy. We drag it down to the left. Now we got the cat frowning and all that. Not a happy cat. This cat has seen your search history. It knows what you do. It knows what you watch now. So now you can see why the cat's looking at it like, I'm sorry, what is all this? Happy cat? Enjoying itself? Completely? See, here, okay, let me show you something. Your life before social media. Your life after social media. Imagine not always using incognito tab. True, 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 true. This is what happens when you don't use incognito tab. The cat finds your search history. And is now judging you. Judging all of your life choices. Hold up. There's a couple of things that we need to fix here, though. Go back to the top of the mouth. Top of the mouth. There we go. Because there's a couple of things that need to be sorted out, need to be fixed. We'll leave that part alone, but we actually need to bring this part up by a lot. Because it's kind of showing the shape a little too much. We need to fix that problem. Or not so much the shape, but it's the shape of the mouth is going a little too far off on its own. We need to fix that problem by pulling this back a bit. We need to go to these smaller minor points. Just warp them around a little bit. There we go. That should be good. Let's see what it looks like now that we got rid of all that. Okay, it's almost there. Almost, but maybe you do need to pull this one down a bit more. Pull it down a little bit. Move it that way. Move this side over there. Bring this back over here a bit. Pull this part down. Pull that part up. Too much. Pull this point down. Pull that point down. Leave it right here, maybe? Let's find out what happens right here. You know what? That works just fine, I think. Yeah, that actually works. I like that. But yeah. Okay, actually, you know what? There we go. So, there's also another way we can go about it. That's just one side. But yeah, that's just one part of the mount. That's the top part. But we only worked on one side of the parameter, which is the bottom end. So let's go with this. We're going to go to the right side of the parameter. We're going to go back to the mount. And for this part, not too much effort. This one's going to be real easy. Just drag this top part of the corner. Too much. Wrong part of the corner. We drag this part of the corner, pull it up. Bring that part up a little more. I'll move this in a little bit more. Then we do the same thing over on this side. Pull it up a bit. Move this side a little bit up. Move this up just a wee bit. Pull this one in a little bit more. And now it's got an even more happy expression. Gonna go back to the regular one. This is a regular expression. Very happy expression. And the expression that they get because they were on Twitter for too long. Yo, Astray Dracos. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. How you be there, buddy? I hope things are going well. But yeah, so that's the best way to go about it. So I apologize about one thing. I showed how it was done. I don't think I explained anything all that well. But, how do I explain this part? Let me go back to this one. So, when it comes to the mount, deforming and all that stuff. One thing you want to know. When you're making a mouth deformer, or when you're making the mouth, or you want to get the mouth all rigged and animated and all that stuff, you want to it's better to manually set up the mesh. The mesh is this entire web that you see on the top of the face. This whole thing is the mesh. It's better to manually set up that mesh on its own. Another thing you want to know is that when it comes to setting up the mesh, your main focus should be on where the line is. And you also want to make it as clean as you possibly can. As you can see, well, when it comes to the line part, you want to make that one as clean as you possibly can. As you can see with here, it's got like a diamond triangle shape. Okay, how do I explain that part? Alright, I got an idea. We are going to save. And I'm going to throw this entire mesh out the window for one particular reason. Or you know what? Maybe I'll just, oh, actually, no, I got a better idea. Here's how we're going to sort it out. We're going to save first, just to be safe, though, still. Now we're going to go to the mesh. We're going to manually add that mesh. We're going to select everything. We're going to delete it. And now I'm going to show you one way to work on the line part of the mesh. But I'm only going to do one side for now. So, let's say we're working on that mesh. Let's start adding the meshes right here. So, you start with the entire line in the center. So, 1, 2, 3, and you just keep on going all the way across between the line at the first start. Then you just bring out a little bit outside of the line. Now that we've got that part done, what we want to do next, make a triangle, you know, bit of a zigzag. There's two different ways you could go about it. You can make the entire line shape that's on the outside first, then add the zigzags, but I personally like to go about it like this. I'll show you what I mean. We're gonna go back to this endpoint, and we're gonna have a point that pops out outside around the line itself. And instead of just going all the way around it, what we're gonna do is have a point come out, and then bring it back inside. Have it connect to the dot that is within the line. And we're gonna repeat that process. Have a piece come out, or have a line come out, and bring it back inside. Have it come out, back inside. And so on and so forth. You're just basically gonna make like a bunch of arrows. That's the best way to go about it. A bunch of arrows outside of the line. So let's zoom out and show what I mean. 1 arrow, 2 arrow. And keep on going like so. And then we do the same thing on the other side. So another arrow. Have it pop out to the back or outside, bring it back to the center, outside, center, outside, center, and keep on making arrows outside, center, outside, center. So on and so forth, and keep on going that way. Outside, center, outside, center. And now that we got all of that done, what's the next step? I'll show you what I mean. We go back to the outside, and then we just connect all the points that are on the outside. We connect them all. And then just keep on connecting the lines like so, all the way across until we get back to the end point here. And then there you go. That would be basically the end goal. You push the OK, and then boom. Now we got that whole thing set up. Now, obviously, there's more to go from there. Which is, once you got that whole thing set up, that's when you start making a bunch of shapes on the outside to connect everything else. So then, you got the whole, you continue on from that sort of process on the outside. Or on the rest of the face. But this part where the mouth line is, that is your main focus more than anything else. Everything else, or everything on basically the lip part, like the mouth line, you got to put a lot of focus on the mouth line. Everything on the upper lip, you could be a little more lenient with. Once you get that done, you go to this box over here that says Deform Edit Path. And as mentioned before, you go to that deform, and then you add the lines in there. You don't want to add too many lines, but you don't want to add too few either. I would personally say a good number of lines would be about 5, maybe 6, sometimes 4, it depends. But yeah, that's a good way to go about it for that. And once you got that whole thing set up, that what is it called again? Yeah, once you got the deform path. Okay, one other thing to mention about the deform path. Unlike the regular deformers where you're gonna see it in the box over there on your left side or right side, wherever it is, in your deformer box over here, you're not going to actually see the path being listed as a deformer. In order for you to get to that deformer path, you're actually going to have to go to the actual layer itself. Like, for example, okay, so you see the eye right here? When you want to work on the deformer path on the eye, you don't go to the actual layer. You go to the green box that says eye. And then boom, you'll get that green box right there. That's not how it works with the deformer path. For the deformer path, instead of going to the green box that's connected to the eye layer, you go to the actual layer and you will find those green dots that you made earlier. Those green dots will be the things that help you deform the whole thing. And as you see, when we moved it to the left, or yeah, then after that, once you know where the deformer is, and you're ready to set things up for it, you go to the parameter, which is in the parameter box right here, and that's where you start to shape the deformer based off of those parameters. For example, we got mouth form here. This is the parameter that we're using for it, is mouth form. Let's also save one more time. So for mouth form, that is basically the one that you want to use to give it the happy face, the sad face, however you want to go about it. That's where you go with that's the direction the face is going to go. And so, let's say to the right side, we wanted to make the cat look super happy. We move it to the right. Now he's got more glee than he normally did. I'll show you what I mean. That's because we moved the deform path in the direction that we wanted it to go based off of the parameter. Yeah, based off of the parameter here. So, we move it to the right. We want to give it more of a happy face. I'll show you what I mean. The regular, standard cat face. You move it to the right. Now it's super happy because we shaped the deformers on that part of the parameter. Let's bring back those deformers right quick to show you what I mean. So what we did, we moved it to the right, and by doing so, or when we moved it to the right, we had to move these things manually. Move them in the directions that they needed to go. So we started moving the corners of the mouth up and inward to give it a very super happy face. So whenever we go to that side of the parameter, it'll be a super happy expression. And then if we want to bring the irregular expression back, we just go back to the center. See? Okay, again, or yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Watch this red dot right here, because we moved this one when it was on the right side. So when we move it back to where it when we move it back to the side that we were doing all the editing, it'll stay exactly that way. As you can see, that red dot is going up and onto the inside of the face. And the same thing that we did when we brought those dots downward to give it that sad expression. So yeah, basically we had to move the parameter to the left side, and once it was on the left side, we had to move the little green dots, the deformer paths, downward, and yeah, also downward and towards the inside. And you'll see the results right here. Very sad expression. That cat is not happy. So there we go. Happy cat, sad cat, and that's how it's done with the deform path and manually making the mesh. It's a little tricky, but once you got the understanding. Why so blue, kitty cat? Because they saw your search history. I'm sorry. I was making that joke earlier, but yeah, I couldn't help but bring it up one last time. Welcome back, Icy. Hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, now we got super happy cat. Just got food in their bowl. Sad cat. Just saw Twitter. There we go. And, well, I think that's a good place to leave it for now. We will come back and start doing the mesh warping. Yeah, we'll start doing the mesh warping. Oh, sorry, cat. I know, right? Cat's learned too much. That cat has known too much. He sees what's trending on Twitter. He is not a fan. You got a new follower equals happy cat. Exactly. New follower? Hey! Whatever that other comment was where we had to ban that user? Oh. Basically that. The scam Bitcoin dude equals sad cat. Exactly. The spam or the Bitcoin, it's just sad cat. Like, I expected better from you. You disappointed me. Anyway, so I think we're gonna leave it right here, but I will be back on Friday. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I might finally get back to Hollow Knight on Friday. I don't know. But for right now, we're definitely calling it a day. But stick around for the raid to get them sweet, sweet channel points, because them channel points can go to a lot of different things, such as sketch arts, line arts, and if you earn enough points, a full art redeem. And if you want to know what a full art redeem would normally look like, well, if you look at all the stuff that you see on the screen, everything you see here is drawn by yours truly. If you want a raid recommendation, ooh, you have a recommendation? Let me hear it there, Vanilla Knight. What do you have on the market? Or yeah, who do you have in mind there, buddy? Okay, let's see. Let me check out that name. Let me see who it happens to be this. Not gonna lie, their art model seems very familiar. Where have I seen that before? But yeah, okay. Let's drop people off over there. Also, do you know if it's a very, do you know if it's a high, loud stream or something like... Do you know if it's a very loud stream over there? Because chances are some folks that are here right now might be sleeping. I think I've seen her on Twitter. Ah, fair. But yeah, we could drop people off that way. I don't think it's a loud stream. All right, sounds good. Okay, so then we are going to be heading on out right now. Here is the raid message. For those who have it, feel free to use those emotes if you have them. Use whatever emotes you don't. Or, yeah, use whatever emotes you have if you don't. And we are going to be raiding into a new person. They are called Nuvia Desra. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And in the meantime, let's go check them out. Let's go show them some support. And thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I'm probably going to go rest my eyes now. And always remember, folks, you're all awesome in your own way. Because you folks make this community and these streams what they are. Because, chatting with you folks and bouncing ideas off. Like, a lot of the ideas come from, like, chatting with you folks all the time. And even if you don't chat and you're lurking in the background, just know that you're awesome too, because you could be doing a lot of stuff with your time, and the fact that you give just a little bit of your time to just lurk in the background, that means more than you could possibly imagine. I greatly appreciate that, and if someone doesn't appreciate that, then they don't deserve your time. Now, with that being said, thank you all, and I hope you all have a good day. I'll be back on Friday, right? I forgot to say that. I'll be back on Friday, so in the meantime, I hope you all have a good night, a good day, better tomorrow, and a great week. That's about it. I got nothing. You all take care now. Laters.